And then God created Garrett and Steve. And God saw that it was good.
Dandy, go Steve!
Before we even say hi, get those feet the fuck out of here.
I didn't know I was on. I literally saw it.
Microphone, buddy.
He doesn't need it.
I literally didn't know I was on.
Cordless Geno.
It's hot and sweaty in here, and I just see feet on the movie screen. Immediately.
Mets podcast, and you'll see. I was like,
You
no,
put
I'm done.
Luby's feet on your show, but no, we get your feet.
I
Those famous feet from those headshot pictures.
You're happy. Look, I get it. You were dying to sit next to me. I'm not talking. I'm done. I'm not even.
Why?
Why?
Because you're the
You
best.
sour?
Because I'm gay. People keep calling me and telling me I'm gay. It's
Drew, do you have a
weird.
blanket we
That's
can
a
cover
good
his
thing.
feet with?
What? I didn't
I'm afraid he'll
ask
die of
that.
heat
I'm not
stroke
doing
if I
this to
do.
our viewers.
Yeah.
The In Hot Water viewers, I apologize, but I will not do. I will not do this to them.
Oh, no.
They will turn it off.
Why, Drew? What is that?
Wow, this foot cam is making me nauseous.
I never realized I had the Jimmy Carr laugh fucking until I had to hear myself.
I was going to sit out there and wait for the pizza.
Well, maybe you should.
Sorry, guys. Some of the people in our new studio are drunk already. Get off of me!
Playing foot
You think I like? Look at the difference.
Why are your feet so callous?
Look, because. Look at the
He walks
difference.
around Harlem with no shoes on.
Look at the difference in skin color. Come on. Why?
Well, welcome to the Garrett and Steve show.
Yeah, Drew, can you zoom in on everyone?
Gary, you
Get
look
them
so
off
handsome.
screen.
Thank you.
Zooming in this setting is different than the old setting.
Oh, okay.
I have to get up and physically move the camera.
Yeah, forget
I know how to do it.
Oh, that's not very good. Hold on, let me get my feet out
Wow,
of the way.
it's happening.
Are my feet in the way?
I won't have that.
Don't make another hole in your shirt, Steve.
Steve.
Wait,
What are
do you
you
know how to
doing?
use those cameras? Because they're probably different from the ones we had at Compound.
Complete.
Two of them are the same.
An hour ago. I'm dying.
Luby, you want to be in it?
Yeah.
Too bad.
God. Somehow I always am the joke.
The odd man out.
Yes.
Sorry, Luby. No, we'll get you in there.
You're
Thanks for
not
showing
a
up,
man.
Luby.
I kind of deserve it though. I suck.
How's that?
So good to be here though.
It's the
I'm
good
so
old
excited
days
to
again.
be. Yes.
Yeah.
How's the focus?
It's
Perfect.
great. Doing great so far, Steve.
Thank you. I used to have a job doing that. Now I have no jobs,
None of us do,
and
sweetie.
I can't collect unemployment because someone stole my identity 2 years ago.
Hold on. Walk us through the process of you going to the office, the unemployment office. What did they say?
Were
What's
you
going
hosting
on?
this now?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, Garrett, see what he...
I
Hey,
apologize.
Steve, I
just-
saved you this seat if you wanted it.
Fuck off.
I get it. Garrett, I get it.
See?
How does it feel now, Garrett? Like sitting next to Geno? Drunk arm puncher?
Drew set me up.
There's a whole divider between you and it. Too bad his leg is just twice as long as the
I
divider.
love how Steve is committed to the new box of drugs.
Yeah, it's the most comfortable way to have this set up because doing this didn't seem like it'd be fun for my back.
No.
And doing what Garrett's doing, I feel silly.
It's like a pregnancy pillow. You're hiding behind it because you're not proud of your podcasting skills, and you should be. You're amazing.
Oh my God. I just fucking slammed my thumb.
This guy thinks it-
Ouch. No, it's like the perfect height. I literally.
Where
All right,
do
in
you
this
think his
shot, it
car
looks
is
a little
right now,
ridiculous.
Garrett, where do you
But
think his car is?
in this,
What barrel do you think his car is?
so I parked right outside of the studio.
Love it. the studio.
What happened to Geno wasn't going to talk? You have non-stop been talking this whole time.
You genuinely said you won't be talking.
I'm sorry, I get excited. I get excited. I don't want
Hold on.
Luby has some topics she wants us to go through.
I'm not here.
And I can't get to any of them because you won't
This is
shut
my
the
new mic.
fuck
This
up.
is my new mic. I'm not talking.
I will
I'm
just.
sorry.
I would
I
just
hurt my
sit
thumb.
here and not say a word.
Oh, the feet are back.
I genuinely wanted to know what happens when somebody steals your identity and you need to collect your unemployment. I wasn't trying to take over. I'm worried for you.
Garrett, if you had to guess, what happens when some piece of shit steals not even steals my identity. I think they might have had my social. I don't know what else they had.
They could have just put in 9 random numbers, and it happened to be your
I do
social
want
or
to say one
something.
more thing. I'm so sorry. Somebody stole your identity on Uber as well.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
How? That's impossible. That has to be the same person.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know. I
Something's
remember.
up with you.
So whoever stole my Uber account is named Rumsad Kassad, and whoever stole my
Identity.
well, not even identity.
Oh.
All they did was they put in an unemployment claim under my name, but then like all the other information was theirs. But all I could see was their email address, and I swear to God, it was like Shantice Johnson. Like it was a black lady name, which I don't know if that was actually who tried to put in the claim. Like, why would you put your fucking real email address in
Yeah.
a fraudulent claim, you dipshit? But it was probably someone using someone else's email on a claim that they fucking were trying to steal. But I called today, and apparently that original claim never went through. But also, mine won't go through.
Because she made a pin while she put in that claim,
Yes.
and that's your pin now, and you just have to know Shantice's pin.
Shantice made not only a pin, but they put my mother's maiden name. But for some reason, when I put in my mother's maiden name, her post-maiden name, and her other name, too, none of those line up. So I'm like, I guess I didn't do this.
You must have spelt her name wrong.
Oh, yeah, I must have. The family name. I think I might have spelled it wrong. So what what happens when that series of events unfolds and you need money?
You don't get the money.
No, you don't get anything.
You don't get the money, yeah.
You get to call a number that then tells you the line is too busy and we have no representatives, so call
Perfect.
back later. And it hangs up. You don't get anybody on the phone. They just hang up on you. So you end up having to go to an office somewhere
Okay.
so that they can put you on a special phone line
Where they actually answer the line?
where they actually answer the line. And then you have to fill out 2 separate websites, one to fill a fraud claim and the other to verify my actual ID. Verify that I'm me.
Oh, my God.
And they said check back in a week. It might have gone through.
Perfect.
So I'm going to be on the streets.
May I ask one more thing? Did you go to the office?
I went to the office. Not the one you sent me. There was one in Staten Island.
But were you able to call from the office?
Were
Yes.
you not listening?
That's literally everything I just said.
I have to say one thing. I drank a lot and I didn't eat much, and this is bad. I'm really losing my mind.
Pizza's here.
And I'm
Oh, the
sad
pizza
and
came?
I'm drunk. So let's move on from
No,
the
it's totally
fact that I'm
fine.
retarded.
Have
But
some pizza.
I just had to watch Geno take off the plastic bags that were holding some of the pizza and threw them deliberately like he was doing a touchdown Hail Mary pass straight to
oh,
the
like
floor.
he threw my phone.
Ooh.
That is mushroom and bacon.
Anyways, what I
Hell
wanted to
yeah.
tell you
Mushroom
is that
bacon.
I had an
From our
issue with my
sponsor, act like you're a
profile,
sponsor,
and they were
yeah.
able to help me on the phone successfully.
Show the label. Show the
so
label.
it's all gonna be good.
We got it's on
Well,
there.
thank you,
There
Libby.
you go, right?
I'll try my best to get free money from the government.
Susano's in Ridgewood.
They're
In Ridgewood.
trying not to give it to me.
No, in
No,
Ridgewood,
you
New
will for
Jersey.
sure.
Thank you.
All right, pizza time. Gary, it's your turn to talk.
Slice
Damn
time.
it.
What
Time
kind
for
of
some
pizza
hot
is that?
slice. What's the other pizza?
Bacony.
Pepperoni.
Ooh. I'll have anything, right? I'm fucking starving. So yeah, no money for Stevie.
I
Awesome.
need food in my face.
Please,
Poor Drew.
please be careful of the couch. I really love this couch.
Imagine if you
Everybody-
lived here, how much weirder it would be.
Let's just be respectful.
what was
I've
the
made so
end
many
result
mistakes
of
allowing this.
the going there and calling? Like, you have to wait a week, and then
They said, wait a week, then call us back. And I said to the lady, I'm like, listen, I can't call you from home because every time I call, it hangs
Yeah.
up on me and they say I have to come to the office. And she was just kind of like, well, you can keep trying. I was like,
God.
all right, then I'll keep trying. And then I'll come back to this office where they'll actually call you with the real number. Here's the thing. I thought I was slick, and I saw the number that they typed in on the phone, and I was like, oh, let me just save this number on my phone, and then I'll call it when I need it. And I'll
Perfect.
actually get someone on the phone instead of the pedestrian line where it just rings. You put in your social, you put in all your information, it transfers you to a line, and it hangs up on you. But I have this new number that I'll just call. I'll get this same lady on the phone, and they'll be able to give me some free government money.
Wow. So you didn't try the new number?
Well, I didn't bother because there's 2 phones set up for this exact scenario.
Yeah.
When you go to the unemployment office, and a guy next to me, literally as soon as he sat down, wrote down on the a piece of paper the number, and the lady was still behind him, was like, "Yeah, that number won't work unless you're here using our phones." Yep. And I was just like, "Fuck!"
Oh my God.
Why?
Why? I
They
guess
don't-
I know why. Because everyone was going to do this.
Everyone's a genius like me, and they were like, "I'll just call this number from my house."
Jesus, it's completely.
They got drunk on the last show.
I'm trying to help.
Thanks for
Kind
the
of fucked
pizza,
up, dude.
buddy.
I'm very sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, you should be able to get your money. It was somebody else who
But,
was
yeah.
causing an issue.
But
They should be able
I
to
mean, it makes
clarify
sense, though.
That don't make no sense, Garrett.
It's harder for
It
me to
sucks
get
for
my
him, but-
unemployment
I know.
than fucking Shanice.
Yeah.
Shanice had an idiot. She made a fucking pin. She filled out all this info for me.
Wait,
I
you-
just wish you could have sent me what she put in there.
You've never been unemployed before? Like, you never got unemployment money?
COVID?
No, I don't think so. No, I got
Wow.
COVID money.
You did?
Yeah, the
The
stimulus.
stimulus
Everybody
check
got
or whatever.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No, but like you were not applying weekly in Corona? No?
No, I just got free money.
What about you, no?
I got that stimulus check. Maybe 2, but I think just 1. It was,
Oh, you guys were working through COVID.
yeah. So
I'm fucked.
I just want to say that I'm already developing a fear of not going through the super chats quick enough. So
okay.
here's
Let's
some
go. Perfect.
Here's some right off the bat. Number 1, the first super chat, Mr.
Yes.
Jaquan G. First super chat. Congrats.
Thank you, Jaquan. And yes, we got monetized and we are live on our own channel now.
Yep.
I
Nice.
want to say thank you to Chrissy and Frank.
Yes.
I kind of feel bad because I texted them. I just started coughing, sorry. I texted them that we're going to be doing it from our stream. Oh, no, they did write back. Awesome. Absolutely. Congrats, guys.
Oh, how nice.
wow, that's great.
Absolute
The
streams.
birds are fleeing the nest. My boys are all grown up.
Aw,
Aw.
That's very sweet.
Aw, so sweet. Thank you, Chrissy.
It's thank you for helping us out
So
through these
Jaquan
trying
was
times.
Very nice.
broke our super chat cherry. Thank you very much, Jaquan. That meant a lot.
And it didn't hurt at all, like I heard.
And he sent it before we even went live.
You know,
He-
it's
he had to
we
get
were
just
into
like a
it.
real cherry right after the first one. Just it starts pouring in, right? Here's Geno, you're gay. Oh no, sorry, you're gahy.
Hold on. Bob, fan of Patrice. Garrett, you mind getting this one? I got pizza in my mouth. Can you call Gino?
Where's my fucking phone?
Oh, I got you. 1 second. Sorry, I was writing Chrissy back.
Sorry, I was eating pizza. Our first stream on our monetized YouTube, we're taking full advantage of making it the best possible show we can. We're eating pizza.
Hold on, callers.
Hold on, caller.
Hey, Gina, someone's calling you.
Phone's ringing.
Hey, it's Gino. I just saw you a few minutes ago. Did you forget to tell me something, Garrett?
You're gay.
Motherfucker!
Who was it that sent that super chat? Oh, Bob, fan of Patrice. Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
And right behind him, Mr. Mike Sell. Get those hot and sweaty feet out of there, Luby. Luby. How dare you all? How dare you? You all are the best.
Thank you,
Aw,
Mikey
very
Sal.
nice of you.
We got plenty more to go too. Let's just keep up with it.
Yes.
Everyone, take a shot and a drink.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
stand by.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
Let's at least take a sip.
down this pizza.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Hold on.
I sound like Opie. Cheers.
We're sorry, folks. We're all a little bit.
We got the
drunk and eating pizza.
We rushed the start of this one a
But
little
we're
bit.
having fun, so hopefully you are too.
We're gonna batten down the hatches in just a moment. After I'm done eating pizza.
I got my shot. I got my shot.
God, it's hot in here. Woo!
So today, my Michael Malice episode got released. So
Wow.
after
Can't
you're
wait.
done watching that, after you're done watching this, or find it on YouTube, clicking for save to watch later.
You might have had the order
Check it
right
out.
on that. Go watch that.
Go watch it, come back.
Check in on us when we're full
We'll
of
be
pizza.
eating pizza still.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I definitely will never watch it because I can't imagine sitting through watching myself.
You
but
have to. You must watch it
I
now.
hope it
But
was,
you are so much fun.
At the end of every show, Michael Malice ends it with what was your favorite part of this interview, and then he tells you you're welcome, and
Yes.
it's how the show ends. What was your favorite part of his interview?
I guess I'm gonna spoil it.
World exclusive.
Here it is. Here's the scoop. I said, doing your podcast is like my Joe Rogan. Like, I'll never get on Joe Rogan, but getting on your podcast was like a goal of my life or something like that. And it was, I had a lot of fun. Something like along those lines.
Did he roll
Gay.
his eyes? Was he like, oh, God,
He
you're welcome, I guess.
he did that. He laughed and said, "You are welcome."
Why wouldn't you get on Rogan? You could get on Rogan.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Easily?
Easily.
Yeah.
Once Rogan sees the Feet Pizza Cast that
True.
we are putting, he's gonna be like,
Pizza.
I'm just waiting for Jamie to quit, and then I could get in on it.
But you would be a perfect
Honestly,
fit, though.
yeah, you'd be a better Jamie. Jamie doesn't
don't
have
know.
the same
He's
personality.
more of a video guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Jamie does a TriCaster and stuff.
You could do
But
a try.
he does it. I don't know. I haven't watched that many new Rogans, but he used to always be like slow or like not paying attention or something. To be
Yes.
focused on one guy while Rogan's
It
talking.
used to
or
drive
something.
me nuts because I'm like, this isn't that hard. Like when someone's talking, put the camera
And there's
on
only
them.
2 people in the studio.
Yeah, it's not like you had a 4 or 5 shot fucking thing going on. It was this guy or a 2-shot where just put it on both of them. He never did the 2-shot, and I never understood that.
Jamie, if you're watching, I understand how hard it can be. There's a lot going on that people don't understand, but I also want to bring attention to Otis B. Driftwood, who sent $1 in his first chat. And
The
then
blank super chat means he smashed that like button.
Thank you for the smashy.
Where is he?
Doing smashy.
Oh, there's so many. There's so
Don't be
many. There he
skipping them.
is.
Don't be. Oh.
Chris Baldessano. What's
Sup,
up,
Chris?
What's up, y'all? Here is a shameful plug for my show, which no one fuckna watches. Great job, Drew. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Guys, I need a minute.
Love you huge, Luby. Am I huge or he loves me hugely?
Yeah, he likes
No,
you when
you're
you're
huge.
fat.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves huge
Fuck.
movie.
Love that huge Luby.
Fuck.
Can't spell gay without Geno.
Geno.
I'm trying really hard to keep up with
Thank
these
you,
chats.
Chris, on the subdivisions on YouTube
Oh, I
every
watch
Friday
it all
night.
the
Tip for Drew.
Boof cam.
Nice.
That
Thank you,
white
Mr.
square.
Otis B. Driftwood again. Here we
Thank you,
Keep
Otis.
it going. Hey.
Jonathan
Oh, the coolest
Wow.
guy.
Jonathan
Yes,
Mardukas.
yes. Ordered a Dodongo shirt, probably using the Instagram at Dodongo Band. From Dean, that's the lead guitarist in our band. He writes most of the songs. Love seeing this band together with you, Luby, and the gay guy. You have to be more specific.
Wow. Thank you. Now, is the Dongo playing anywhere, Drew?
Dodongo has no shows in the near future, but you can see me playing drums for Star Fox and the Fleet next Wednesday in Bushwick. Check out Star Fox and the Fleet on Instagram.
Cool.
Do you think drinking all this beer and eating pizza is gonna make me gain weight?
No.
I don't think so.
Isn't that what does it? Carbs, and carbs.
I don't know. Like the fat from the cheese,
Oh.
negates the carbs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The
So
fat negation. I've heard of that.
this is pretty much like eating a stick of celery right
Yeah.
now.
The beer or
The
the
beer
cheese?
and the pizza together.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
like he's doing push-ups.
I don't think I've done a push-up in 10 years. That's
The
not
ice
true.
cream? Remember the ice cream?
But yeah, I feel like I slimmed down when we immediately got fired because I was nervous about being homeless. And then now I've slipped into the other part of being depressed and anxious where I just eat everything in sight. And it's like I'm trying to kill myself with calories.
You know, we were talking about this before where I wasn't eating.
Right.
And I think today I might have switched over to the, I'm going to start eating. Because, like, I was hungry during lunchtime. And usually I'm not even hungry during, like, the afternoon. And we do that meal service thing where they send you already made meals and you heat it up for dinner. And my wife had one she hadn't eaten in like 2 weeks.
You do Meals on Wheels?
Pretty much. Some Mexican comes and drops off like these, not even frozen, but just like cooled meals. And we put, and my wife had one from 3 weeks ago. And I saw it in the fridge, and I was just like, I'm fucking starving. And I ate it.
Stancil.
And then 2 hours later, ate pizza and a salad before I came here. So I might be joining you on the rebound.
Being a big fat guy.
Yeah.
Luby's got a point. You're becoming Stancil. You're just like, how old's this food in this fridge? Was this a month? I'll take it. Not that rotten.
I'm becoming a huge Garrett fan.
But it was risotto with beets and goat cheese or something. Like, what can go bad?
You had a craving for that, or you just like, it was there?
It was there, and I knew I was going to eat pizza before I came here, and I didn't want to have more pizza before the pizzas. And now I have
Want
pizza.
some more pizza? We got 2 boxes.
What's
Bacon
the
and mushroom.
What's the other one? Or both bacon mushroom?
Pepperoni.
Oh.
Bacon and mushroom.
Nice.
You know order any calzones?
I only get them from fucking Steve's calzones.
Yeah, the truck's outside. You didn't order any? Is my car still
You
parked
didn't
outside?
tell me
or
we
is
were
it getting
doing that
towed?
bit. No, the car's.
Uh-oh, you're eating. Does this mean you're going to start burping now and hiccuping?
Are we doing a Mets podcast?
Mets podcast.
Well, since Geno's so comfortable, I sent a link to Drew.
Here.
Oh. Take your time, Drew. It was a link for Geno.
Disgusting over here.
He's got pizza all over his computer stuff.
Oh, he did? He dropped his pizza?
No, he's waving a slice of
Wait.
pizza around, trying to
Tell
figure
me
out where to
about the
put
link,
it.
if I may. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm ready.
So I sent a link to Drew.
I
It's
need a sweat rag.
you're a Ben Affleck fan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You like his daughter?
I know nothing about him, but I do love the movie The Accountant. All kidding aside, I love that movie. I like, oh, he does Dunkin' Donuts commercials with Matt Damon. I don't care.
What
But I
about-
love that movie, The Accountant. If that
Good Will
helps.
Hunting? Did you like that movie?
It's so long ago. Who cares anymore? But I
Okay.
liked it. I liked it 20 years ago.
That's Matt Damon. That's not Bill. That's not Ben Affleck.
Well, he wrote it
He did?
with
He
Matt
wasn't-
Damon.
he was
Holy
in it.
shit. Oh, you're right.
And he was in it.
He
He's
was
like-
in it. He was his buddy or whatever.
You're right.
He's
Yeah,
like you're spurious when he was trying. Anyway, go on.
What about
I love
Argo? Argo?
No.
Oh, well, his daughter was at a city meeting or something, and she had some words for the people.
Okay.
Oh my God! Don't show this to Geno.
Show me.
Yeah.
Please, I'm asking.
I'm
you.
sitting
Let's-
there the rest of the show.
No, we can't do this. The show's over.
Show it to me.
You're doing an excellent job at setting it up. Is this
Oh no,
Steve?
it's not my prep email. It's
Yeah,
got to
but
be from
I
Garrett.
sent it before in hot water. It said for Geno
Okay.
to the Drew at Compound. email.
I'm gonna guess.
Oh, that might be the
Before
issue.
while he's looking for it, can I guess two things?
Okay, hold on.
She either says the vaccine saved millions of lives, or she's on Jimmy Kimmel saying you're the funniest host ever, or she's shoving Dr. Fauci into her asshole.
Oh,
The,
Fauci
the
assholing.
candle, Fauci candle kind of thing.
Now
Or
I'm
the
angry
doll.
again. Get a candle.
For Geno?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right, cool.
Oh, so this is
This is Ben Affleck's daughter. I guess with Jennifer Garner.
Yep.
He didn't have kids with J-Lo, did he?
No.
this is Ben Affleck's daughter
no
screaming
one
the N-word at a town hall.
At
Our channel just got monetized. I
I'll
don't know if you
marry
want to
her.
play Ben
I'll
Affleck's
marry
daughter
her.
screaming the N-word at a town hall.
Cool.
Hi, Violet Affleck, Los Angeles resident, first-time voter. I'm 18. I
Christ.
contracted a post-viral
want-
condition in
want the
2019.
pizza
I'm
back
okay
now.
now, but I
That's
saw
true.
firsthand that medicine does not
I bought 2 pizzas for you guys. 2 pizzas.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
had some.
It was a super chat from the last show, but come on. Look at her.
She's 18 and a first-time voter, and she wants people to know what she thinks is important.
Thank God she has that mask on, because
With
when
the
you
duck
talk,
mask.
when you talk in public, you actually spray all of your saliva
Yeah,
and
but
your
it's keeping people safe.
your
But
disease.
I have an observation.
So she's got that good thing on her face.
I have an observation about this.
time going, feet. I don't care.
And
No, I don't care.
What's your observation?
internet has spoken as well.
What did
Yeah.
internet say?
That the whole thing about her is like she enjoys covering her
Guess it.
face because her parents and her stepmom and all of them are attracting paparazzi. So this is her defense mode of like, I actually just want to defend masks because you know she's a
They're
teenager.
so fucking stupid.
So she doesn't like masks. She just wears it to protect herself
Of course.
from
To save her
paparazzi.
life.
Oh,
Everything she
wow.
does, people take pic. Are you following the J-Lo drama at all?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You
Please,
guys.
all right, pop culture moment with Luby.
Everything they do is take pictures of them, Ben Affleck, and their kids. So the eldest one always has a mask on, and there's a rumor that she hates all the attention, and now she's like fighting for masks, but low key she's like, I just don't want people to know who I am. I don't like it.
So she wants to destroy.
But like, she could
She
just
hates
wear.
her
Her,
pa- She's a teenager who hates
Mets
her parents.
podcasting.
Bottom.
all right, but why- she could just wear a veil or something. Like she, just,
What the-
I guess.
What the fuck
She
do
should.
I know? I know.
She
know,
should
like a
walk
Muslim.
around with a veil.
Burqa.
I don't want people to notice me or know who I am.
But this is what internet is speculating because she's getting tired of all eyes on
okay.
her and all
Well,
that
maybe
bullshit.
All eyes on me.
your opinion will change after you hear what she has to say.
Oh my. Oh.
Have answers to the consequences of even minor viruses. The COVID-19 pandemic has thrown that into sharper relief. 1 in 10 infections leads to long COVID, which is a devastating neurological cardiovascular illness that can take away people's ability to work, move, see, and even think.
Garrett,
and to
why'd you do
exacerbate
this?
our homelessness crisis,
He
as well as the
finally
suffering of many people in our
It's
city.
he
over.
stopped showing his feet.
It's over.
He stopped showing his feet and he wasn't yelling. And you're like, hey, I know it'll get Geno to show his feet and start yelling. A COVID lady.
No, I figure we get him all riled up now. He'll tire out and he'll be asleep in 5 minutes.
Like a toddler?
Oh, he's all tuckered out.
The funny thing about this clip, though, is that she's clearly just like, she read all the things that she wanted to read, and she's just repeating it, right?
Yeah. 1 out of 10 people that get COVID get long COVID. Like,
I don't know.
She's a teenager.
She's like, I don't know if you guys understand, but it's a cardiovascular. You're like, all right.
She can't
do you
say it fast
understand
enough
it?
before she forgets because I got so much. Just shut up.
1 out of 10 people who get COVID get this long dick.
To the
all.
consequences
She's
of
a kid
even
in
minor
Hollywood. What
viruses,
do you expect?
the COVID-19 pandemic has thrown that into sharper relief. 1 in 10 infections leads to long COVID, which is a devastating neurological cardiovascular
She's
illness
a kid.
that can
Kid in
take away
Hollywood.
people's ability to work, move, see, and even think, stands to exacerbate
This is what we're
our
raising.
homelessness
Someone like this
crisis,
who thinks-
as well as the
She
suffering of
thinks
many
right
people in
now-
our
Why'd
city.
you
It
do
hits
this, Garrett?
communities of color, disabled
Why'd you
people,
do
elderly
this?
people, trans people, women, and anyone in a
What the
public
fuck
facing
were you
essential
thinking?
job the hardest.
Garbage.
To confront the
I'm
long
talking
COVID
in my
crisis,
Dragons
I
of the
demand
Mind.
mask availability, air filtration, and far UVC light in government facilities, including jails and detention centers,
Pride,
and
cunt.
mask mandates in
Pride.
county medical
Who
facilities
do
must
I have to
expand the
come on
availability of
around here to
high-quality
get
free
another
tests
beer?
and treatment, and most importantly, the county must oppose mask bans for any reason. They do not keep us safer. They make vulnerable members of our community less safe and make everyone less able to participate in Los Angeles
But I
together.
agree with
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
She stinks.
I'm
She's
just
nice.
amazed that like the Judah Friedlanders of the world, that there's still people out there that are. She wanted air
Thank you.
filtration systems in every government building and all this other
It's
stuff.
like seeing hippies 20 years after Woodstock with like the peace and
it's
love
a-
thing. It's like, dude, this whole thing's over. No one fucking cares anymore. What are you doing? You're hanging on to a thing that has come and gone.
Disagree. Peace and love is at its all-time. Well, it's not at its all-time high, but we need to bring it back because what you're getting is that chick that we just watched, Ben Affleck's daughter, you know, and a lot of other shitty people. Peace and love all the way. Thank you.
So
You're
you
right.
don't think she's a hippie?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
At,
yeah.
at the very most, she's a fake hippie, which there's tons of those.
She's a crystal girl in a crystal world with
Wow.
a mask fetish. She wants to walk around with that shit on her face all day because one, she's either ugly and
Yeah.
doesn't match up to J-Lo mom and Ben Affleck dad's
No,
good looks.
Jennifer Garner mom.
Jennifer
Same thing.
Garner mom. Jennifer Garner was Elektra.
She looks just
so
like Jennifer Garner.
I think
right?
if you've seen the movie Elektra, you understand that woman has brain damage. So if you've been raised by a brain damaged woman, I'm sure this is kind of how you end up.
How did Carmen Electra not get that job?
It's her name. I don't know.
What's Electra? How do
Shoo-in.
you know that? I don't even.
How do I know that? Because it's this pseudo sequel to Daredevil.
Oh, it
From
is
2003,
okay.
I think.
Daredevil was awesome. Even me, who never saw movies, saw that and it was really good.
Dude, me, Bobby, and Bill Schultz watched this one day when I was as a pre-tape for the dump when I had a kid, and my favorite scene in the whole movie is her cutting sandbags in her apartment while wake me up, it's I can't wake up, can't wait. It was a fucking
Save me!
the best sequence of like Daredevil fucking suiting up and pulling up his S&M red zipper, Ben Affleck,
Like the best montage in a movie ever, kind of. Wow.
with Evanescence blaring and Elektra.
I can't play that, right?
No, I don't think we can play it. We probably
YouTube
could.
sucks. If
YouTube
only we
does
had
sucks.
a free speech network.
So Electra, is it like the same humor as?
I've actually never seen Elektra all the way through
Oh, okay.
because it was fucking dog shit.
Oh, so probably not.
So I don't know. It might be as good a watch as Daredevil because Daredevil's fun to watch because of how schlocky and shitty it is.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was like that corny, like purposely.
No.
No. Oh.
No,
okay.
this was cool as hell. This movie was the shit in, the early 2000s when Frosted Tips were still in with my heyday. And, yeah. Ben Affleck, I gotta post us watching that movie because Bill Schultz screams drunkenly throughout the whole thing. But he makes some good points. One of the good points he makes is that, I don't know if we could show this without getting fucking ripped off of YouTube.
Yeah, it might be a problem.
Yeah, I
What
wish
do
we
we-
could.
What can we do? What can we do?
Press movie button. No,
Eat
you know what we
pizza.
can do? I'll post it on fucking Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, I'll put up us watching the entire Daredevil movie because I have all of our old files, so why not?
Wait, but that was morning or on the
That
dump?
was the dump.
Oh, okay.
So I have that. Maybe I'll put that up. But at one point in the movie, Ben Affleck, Daredevil, just follows Jennifer Garner out of a coffee shop into a park and was like, I just want to know your name. I just want to know you. And she's like, leave me the fuck alone. Go away. But because it's the early 2000s, this isn't sexual harassment, rape, or anything like that. He's just being
be the
cute.
guy, yeah.
He's just being a guy. I'm just going to follow this girl into the park. And when she clearly says, get away from me, I'm going to smile and go, I just want to know your name.
Oh God.
But that was, being a pickup artist back in the day.
Well, not back in the day because last night when I was.
Sorry. Please tell us the story of what you did last night to creep somebody out.
Did you follow someone into the park?
No, last night taking the. His voice to texting.
Voice to texting. 2 feet away from
Oh
you.
my god,
It's
I'm
like
gonna
a-
choke a bit. Just give me real.
So last night I took the 1:30 a.m. Staten Island ferry home,
Uh-huh.
and
Won't have to do that anymore.
for tonight.
For tonight.
Yeah.
Well, no, but now that we're monetized, we can start the show earlier.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So you
that's
can
a good
take
point.
the 12:30 boat.
But I sat in my same seat where the day before yesterday there had to be human shit in the aisle. Like it didn't look like a dog dump, And I've never really seen animals on the ferry. Not that I've taken it that many times, but anyway, I'm sitting in the seat and they cleaned up the dog poop the next day, and some I don't know, like 22, 23-year-old Puerto Rican girl in like a belly shirt, tight, maybe no bra on, sits down all the way on the other side of my row, but in my row. And 3 different guys walked up to her and were just like, as they're walking by, and hey baby, how you doing? And she would just look up, or then the second guy came by and she just ignored him until he stopped talking and walked. And then the third guy, this creepy homeless guy with a weird eye, just stood there in front of her and was like, hey baby. and she just like didn't know what to do. I was like, do I have to go get the police or something? And then,
Garrett on the ferry. Police! Police! There's a woman, and the guys are looking at her.
I like never noticed how horrible it could be. So
Dude,
like you
dudes
think
are terrible. They're ruining it for everybody. And like everybody
It's always
thinks,
the
like,
worst guys.
Oh,
Yep.
what? Like
Yeah.
why are you being so angry at me? Like I'm just saying hi. Oh, you have a boyfriend or whatever. Like but like there's so many more. It's like 90% of the people are just shitty and like annoying to women, and it's ruining it for the nice people.
Yep.
And that
Lucky
happens.
for me. I have a very beautiful girlfriend who may be watching. I just wanted to make that very clear.
But that happens just probably 10 times over more in New York than other places because there's just so many fucking people here.
around,
And
yeah.
so many of the fucking people here are pieces of human shit. And that's the thing. Like, every one of those guys that walked up to her to fucking be a pickup artist was the dregs of society.
Yeah, there
literally
was
the
no
only
chance.
people she wouldn't even give a fucking second look to because they're creepy, scary, and
Yep.
awful.
at least the first guy was like maybe 3 or 4 years older than her, and he seemed like he went to say something and she said no or whatever, and he
Yeah.
turned around and left at least. But yeah, the other two guys were just insane. And then when the third creepy guy with the eye, that's just when like the boat landed. So I'm like, oh god, he's gonna just like follow her out on the boat or
Yep.
something. And I don't. She kind of waited back and waited for him to leave, and then
Oh,
left
man.
afterward. Yeah.
Here's the lucky thing about getting followed off the boat, because I know a girl that this literally happened to. The police precinct is like right up the block.
Oh, so
So-
you just walk right there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she did. I have a friend took the ferry late at night, and this guy was just staring at her and then talking to her the entire time on the ferry. And she literally said, like, "Can you please like leave me alone? I'm just going home. I'm not trying to talk to you." And the guy was just like, "Yeah, all right, yeah. You think you're fucking too good for me? You think you
God.
fucking stuck up bitch?"
That's the problem with these bitches, man. They don't fucking know when a good guy's talking to them.
The thing, like, sorry, your game was you didn't spit good game. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
you're gonna win her over being like, "You're a bitch. Now I'm gonna follow you off the ferry." And, do you want to suck my dick now?
Yeah, she's
Like,
like,
what?
oh man, he was a good guy. I wish, if he didn't get so mad at the end there.
See, what it was is I thought he was a pussy, and then he clearly intended to rape me while I walked to my home. So
Yeah.
now I actually want him inside me. So no, she walked off the ferry, took a fucking.
On the New York side or Staten Island side?
Staten Island side.
Oh, okay.
That's why I know her from my part of town. And yeah, she walks off, and she like started walking up the block because she lived a few blocks away from the ferry at the time, and realized like this guy's following me all the way home because he was just following her. And so she turns around, goes back to the precinct, walks in, and just goes up to a cop like, "Hey, like the cop's in there, like, hey, can someone like just, I don't know what to do. Like this guy like is hitting on me. I told him I don't want anything to do with him. He got mad, and now he's following me. Like, what do I
Can
do?"
someone walk me home?
Yeah, and the cop like walked her to the end of the block and was like, "You're okay now, right?"
Wow.
The cop walks her to the end of the block and be like, how's it going? You wanna? This is where you live, huh?
Fucking stuck up bitch. I was being nice.
Oh my god.
That's the problem with these girls today, that they don't even like cops anymore.
The other day, a guy, an old man in a walker, was hitting on me. In a walker, like, "Hey baby, what's
Did you take
good?"
him up on the deal?
Absolutely.
Suck his old Walker cock.
Absolutely.
Think of
Sucked
his
the tennis
pension
ball
or-
first, and then moved on to his.
His
It was
pension
awesome.
or 401k?
But
You just got to get in there.
But
So when
is-
I have
how?
a walker and I'm hitting on someone,
And I have a
you
question.
think they'll be like, this guy's got a pension and 401k.
You're worth $6 million.
5.95.
Please,
Sorry.
let's be precise. Also, a question: am I inviting trouble in my life with my energy? Because this is what my friends told me. I
Yeah.
was sitting in my.
First of all, your friends are girls and they're dumb, and that's why they're saying things like energy or making the rapist want to fuck you. No, it's just being out and about in certain parts of the city at any given time means there's going to be guys around that have just no self-awareness, have no
Oh.
idea what game
Thank
is
you.
or how to
Okay.
talk to a woman. And literally there's a switch that flips where the second they get denied because they're autistic, they go, "Well, fuck you, you fucking bitch. How about I punch you in the face?" And it's just this place we're in.
Yeah.
It happens everywhere,
Yeah.
but it's concentrated in New York.
But you think it might work on, like, the fat old woman or something if you just want to get your dick wet.
Hey,
And
I'm right here.
that's the craziest thing is that fucking guy with the goofy eye that you saw on the ferry. He'd never in a million years go up to a fat woman and try that shit. She might actually fuck him. He has to go up to an actual hot girl and be like, I got a shot. Hey, baby, do you want to come to my assisted living home?
You know, one compliment to a fat old lady that's never gotten one in 30 years would win her over in a second.
If fucking Goofy Eyes just went with some fat old twat and said, I want to lick your pussy, she'd be like, you want to do it right here? Want to do it right here on the boat?
Oh my God, I've been waiting for somebody to say that since I've got on the boat.
Finally.
Do it on the boat.
I'm gushing.
I have another question.
Wait.
Submit it in a super chat.
Yeah, we
please.
got lots of super chats.
So many super chats, so let's go through them, okay?
Yes, fuck you.
Mr.
Fabersham.
Fabersham.
Smash that
99
like button.
cents, yeah.
Do a like smash.
Pittsburgh, don't forget to start a channel on Rumble.
Thinking
Thank you,
about
Pittsburgh,
it.
$10.
I was thinking about, just to get to that exact point, I know we have 1,000 to read, but the Vimeo account you have, I think we can, because Patreon has a direct link to Vimeo where we can do shit on Vimeo and it goes straight to the Patreon.
Uh-huh.
Can we watch porn and say the N-word on Vimeo?
I think so.
Yeah.
That might be a thing.
Yeah.
We might be doing a Vimeo
We just
episode
have,
or
like,
2 a week.
When you upload a Vimeo video with that, you just have to like click some check marks that say it's
I
for
just
18
want to.
plus.
Can we watch porn and say the N word on Vimeo? Because that could be a thing.
Oh man.
But yeah, stay tuned, folks. I think we'll have an uncensored show for you regularly.
Stay tuned. AJR, keep up the great work, guys. Gavin fucked up not nabbing you, as he would say. You guys have the sparkles.
I don't
That
think
is
he
a
would
gay
say
thing
that.
that Gavin would say.
No, he would say we're redundant and fucking stink. Fan didn't pay, but I'll read anything he sends in. What's he say right there?
Can you print out a sheet of paper with Steve's wallpaper on it and tape it to the wall?
Great idea.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Let's keep going here. Jay Toxic. Hey, Steve, you guys got pizza? Hey, Costco guys and Sans Club?
Sam's.
Club. People without clubs stinks. What do you got?
We have to address that video because we didn't get to it yesterday. Drew, when you have a moment, not right now, but whenever you have a second, on my Twitter, it's one of the last things I retweeted. I quote tweeted it. Did you see the Costco guys, Sam's Clubs guys
Someone
collab?
brought it up yesterday during
Right.
the show, but no, I did not.
I didn't watch
Oh,
it. I didn't
wait.
see it yesterday, but I watched it today.
I assumed Costco guys went to Sam's Club, but no, there's a Sam's Club guys.
There are Sam's Club guys. They're Indian, and one of them, the little kid, he has the voice. He had the voice when they do
How does
talking
the
like
kid
this.
have the voice if he's not from India? Like, why would the parents have the voice?
Sure, I see you scrolling deep. It's got to be in my just regular posts right away.
Oh my god!
But yeah, the little kid has the voice, but the older one it just talks like a white guy, and it's baffling. But also, it was just like this moment where I was like, "Oh, I died." This is like a dream state that you enter when you die, where all the stuff in your life just kind of turns into this slurry. Because I'm like, it's the Costco guys, it's Indian people talking like stink. There's fucking chicken bakes and Slurpees, and I'm like, I'm dead, and I'm in like a weird purgatory thing.
Now we
where
got to figure out who came first. Who ripped off who?
The Sam's Club guys must have ripped off
the Costco guys.
the fucking Costco
But,
guys.
I mean, maybe there was like the Walmart guys years ago. We just didn't know. Who knows?
I'm looking at what Drew's looking at. All my posts are like old there. What the fuck?
Is it because I don't have Twitter? No. It should be.
No,
I
it
don't
might
know.
be though, because I tried to look up Frankie McDonald's Twitter on a profile I wasn't signed in on, and it brought up like all his old tweets from like 2022 or something.
That's fucking
So
stupid.
yeah,
All right, well, Drew, I'm just gonna email it to you, so don't worry about it.
That's cool, because I still don't want to sign up for a Twitter account.
Yeah, don't.
But in the meantime, while you're looking
Please.
at that, Jay Toxic says, hey, Steve, you guys got pizza? Oh, wait, we already did that.
Yep.
And then let's go just down the line here to Space Hunter.
Spade Hunter.
Spade Hunter. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
These terrible people. Gonna send you boys something while you're still monetized. Don't imagine it'll last long. $5.
Fair point.
Thank you, Spade Hunter.
Because
Fair
we said
point.
your name.
Spade Hunter.
Matt Van Meter. Y'all are the best thing
Wow,
on the tube.
$52.
52.
Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Very
Mr.
much
Van Meter.
appreciated.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
52. That's I love
Wow,
that number.
let's see more.
E-Rock.
Iraq was texting and saying that this is the best.
Luby Hearts. Aww.
Aw.
Oh, wait. Now I got to scroll back up again. This is so annoying.
Oh, we have a hotline chat from Jimmy Blackman. Can I come over and have pizza?
Oh, we just passed it.
Electra is
There
a
we go,
Marvel
yeah.
character from the Marvel comics. Thank you,
He
Jimmy.
texted me that too. I haven't had a chance to text him
Yeah.
back.
Sure, Jimmy, come on over.
No, don't come over. It's
Foxy
it's-
Scorpio,
I love
smash that
you,
like
Jimmy.
button.
Hold on, real quick. Jimmy, you're watching. I love you. It's so fucking hot down here. This is the maximum number of people that are
Yeah.
allowed in somebody's apartment. That's not
We are
mine.
barely surviving here, actually.
Yeah. $20 from Foxy Scorpio.
Thank you, Foxy. The best.
Deadite 183. The gang is back together. Here's my money. I'm going to bed. I'll watch tomorrow. Sock, tis.
Sweet dreams, Deadite.
Just kidding. $50.
Wow.
Woo! Thank you,
You are
JK.
amazing.
You're amazing, Steve.
That
I
was
think
a
he's
super
just
super
kidding.
on a live stream.
This is wild.
Pop their cherry.
You're
Thank you, just
amazing.
kidding.
Thank you for that Chinese
That's what he was
dog.
just kidding about. Was the you're amazing.
It's
part.
unfortunate we don't have our Chinese recording equipment.
Garrett
Oh,
should have
yeah.
swiped all the equipment from Compound Media and blamed it on Jim Stansel. I want to read all the chats. I wish
Yeah.
everybody should just spend money so we read them. So fucking happy to see you guys. Luby is a smoke show and love Drew doing the booth again.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
The truth.
Thank you, Yul Brynner's Shadow Muppet.
Yul Brynner.
$5. That's so
Oh, boy.
sweet, and it makes me cry
Aw.
out of my penis.
No penis crying.
Jay Gross, $5. Just got off the phone with Susano's. They don't want this advertisement if Geno is going to be on the show.
I'm not in the right spot.
Look at his feet. Let's keep going here. We got plenty.
Yeah, we're just dodging Luby's question.
$99.99.
Win at all costs. Thank you, friend.
Glad to see the band is back together. Steve, love the Hartford Whalers tee. Need to get you a blue jacket
Ooh.
t-shirt.
Sure.
Call back to the Luby episode of The Dump where she guessed
On the NHL,
on the NHL
Remember
logos.
that? What
Hope
was
the
it,
money
Dallas
covers the
one?
pizza. Thank you so much.
So good, the Elvis
Win at all
movie.
costs.
That
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
covers the pizza.
Oh, you
Thank
did.
you very
Thank you.
much. Win it
Yes.
all.
Thank
Wow.
you, Win.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
best.
nice.
Brass
Amazing.
bonanza for you.
Knotted shoelace. This setup is great. Thank you for setting this up, Drew. That's me. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm crying. Another great Garrett and Steve show, and Luby looks really pretty. Nice job, everybody.
Thank you, Not a Shoelace. This is again turning into the Mike Pachetti podcast where we just sit here and go, thank you. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. That was really nice of you to say. Thank you.
Billy C. Yo, someone donated $99.99.
That's the
You
exact.
gotta put your feet away.
He was 1 cent shy of being on the grease board.
New
Yeah.
York. I'm gonna miss the stink these days.
Don't worry. Something in some form will make an appearance.
These
There are
little
Stink
town
Thursdays will be back.
blues.
Once we figure out what we're all doing with a schedule. Even one, I'll read this one. Ganok with the Godzilla PFP. Even one leg of Geno is too effing much. I agree. Those feet fucking disturbed me.
I didn't want to be anywhere near this.
Your feet were the only thing on screen at one point.
I apologize.
I have another slice of pizza for. Oh, Michael Ferrone.
Wow. Now you have to eat a slice of
You
pizza.
gotta
Now I
eat
gotta
a
eat the
slice of
pizza.
pizza. All right, we'll take a pause there.
Steve, you gotta do it.
Here we go.
While Steve eats his slice of pizza, pull up the Louie CK link I sent for Luby. You know, Luby's a big Louie CK fan.
Yep.
Did you hear about the new documentary that came out? Sorry, Not Sorry?
No.
Yeah, I think today it came out in theaters, and you could download it and stuff, or whatever, stream it. It's about his
Yeah.
his scandal.
So he's not
Wow.
sorry about the jerk off stuff.
But he made it or somebody else made it?
Someone else made it.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
they collaborated with the 3 comics that accused him and like the 3 reporters that covered the story in the
Oh,
beginning.
shit.
So there's a trailer for that movie whenever Drew's ready, but yeah, it's,
I'm going to watch it and jerk off to it.
This one's for you, Migaluch.
That's funny because we're gonna watch it right now. So Luby, hold your word here.
Comparisons to Bob Dylan, comparisons to being a sort of philosopher king. Jesus.
When I said I wanted to work with Louie CK, I should have been more specific as opposed to like how it all panned out.
These stories have been around for a while, and everybody kind of casually knows, real. This jerking off comedian is obviously just Louie CK.
He basically said something along the lines of, what? Like, I like to jerk off in front of people.
He was talking about what turns them on.
Most female comedians quit because it's just a series of indignities that they have to suffer their entire life.
Because you've been socialized in this world where men get to treat women however they want.
Oh, God.
If he's done this stuff and he's denied it, we just thought, well, let's see how much of a story there is there.
We got the sense that there were going to be other women. They were told to keep quiet.
People are scared. They want to be on his side for work.
He didn't use the word sorry, but he wrote a whole essay explaining that he knew he did something wrong.
He got caught. The man got caught.
I was like, well, the fact that I thought it wasn't my problem is the problem. Like, that's exactly the problem.
Louis did what? What is I don't know.
I can't wait to go to Louis' website and just pay for something.
How do we deal with this?
I'm not even going to watch
How do
what I
we
pay for. I'm just
welcome
going to go
people
buy
back or
something
not
on his fucking
welcome
website. These
Usually,
people
white men get
are the
away
reason I don't buy that this is a fucking major real scandal. He fucking said, hey, I want to jerk off in front of you to two girls. They said, okay.
Exactly.
He jerked off in front of them, and they were like, that's weird. In 10 years, plus, I'm going to make a big deal about this. As of right now, though, I'm going to pretend I'm cool with this because I want a gig.
So what they're saying is consent means nothing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause if it's his kink, he's not even touching them. He's far away from them. He's doing his thing. He asked for permission. They gave him consent. They could have left. He wasn't holding them back or anything. So they're saying consent means nothing. So then what's the point of consent?
Well, Drew, you don't understand. He was standing in line with where the door was. So if they tried to leave, he would have masturbated them to death right then and there. So they could not walk around him. They would have been killed. Second, you can't give consent if the person jerking off in front of you is in a position of power. You fool.
If they have more
He was a
money
powerful man.
He was a top comedian.
He worked for
20
Conan.
years ago when he wasn't really that
No, he
big.
did. I think he worked for Conan. He was like a writer.
Yeah. Like no one knew him, was what I meant. Like
So they thought,
comedy fans.
as
did.
long as we watch this man bait, we will get writing gigs on Conan with him.
Oh, that's a good point.
They
he's
didn't.
exactly right. He's right.
They didn't get anything because Louis was just like, I'm going to come, and that's going to be this for me.
Come.
I'm going to come. But, yeah, so they didn't get anything out of it. And they were like, well, we're going to get something. And the fucking scandal was in, 2018? All this shit happened in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So
they waited till he got a big enough name that he would get attention.
Not even, and they were like, hey, we still suck at what we do. We're not making any money. Maybe, because do you know those ladies? I don't.
I know the name Jen Kirkman. I don't know.
I know
her
Jen from
comedy.
Chelsea Handler show.
Oh, okay.
She used to be a regular there.
Damn, you watch a lot of Chelsea Handler?
No, I just
That was the
know
first late night show I watched when I moved to the United States. Don't judge me. I didn't know any better. And then I discovered other stuff. Opie and Anthony included.
She sucked 50 Cent's big black G-Unit
She did.
hog.
She did.
And then she offered to do it again.
And she loved
if he
it.
voted for Joe Biden.
That was the most cringe thing I think I've ever seen.
And
Yeah, she's a psycho. She's a psycho.
And obviously we can't play the video, but I
Of
really
Louis jerking off, we could play it.
I really think the Jason Biggs peeing on her is a fake video.
Probably.
Because it's like, I don't know, the stream looks too like they're just squeezing it out of a water bottle. You don't see any of his...
Garrett, she's so crazy.
Yeah.
She's so wild. She'll do anything. You fucking...
Have you seen her
You
skiing
take
naked?
your dick out in front of her and say, I'm going to jerk off. She'll bring it up
But what did she
in 10
do?
years.
Did she make did she create like Two Broke Girls or other TV shows? Like how is she still...
Chelsea Handler?
That was Whitney Cummings.
Oh, Whitney Cummings.
But
you're
she
right.
became big because she was dating
like, she
a
hasn't had a
TV
show in so
executive
long.
but she was dating a TV executive for a long time, and that's how she.
But did she like make bank from that show? I mean, I know it was kind of popular, but it was
She
all
writes
like,
a lot of books as well, and
Oh,
has
all
her. A-list celebrities love her, like Jennifer
Still?
Aniston. They all love
Yeah.
her. For
well,
some
Jennifer
reason,
Aniston loved the man who we shall not name, Mr. McGingus.
oh yes,
They were
Loved him,
best
or
friends.
I thought he peed in her bed or something.
he stayed
Yeah,
in her
because he would
house.
sleep over all the time.
Wow.
Because Gavin pees in his sleep all the time.
All
He
the
didn't-
time.
He
He's
pees
always
the
talking
bed
about it.
all the time.
I think they went shopping together. That was like why they liked each other.
Oh, is that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gavin's gay.
Really?
It's okay.
It wasn't because he was fucking her.
No.
It was like a gay best friend thing.
Wow.
What? Wow, that's the fucking
Revelation.
story.
What a
God.
revelation. You're not
Story-
paying attention.
You don't have to pay attention.
Are we gonna go back to Louie CK or
What's up?
are we good on Louie CK bit? Cause we get it, right?
I'd like to get angry about
yeah.
that again.
More?
You want to play
Okay.
more?
Oh, there was
The
more
stuff
of the
that they do.
okay.
Like, you know he's coming back, right?
He's coming.
He started to do more touring, and they started to sell out.
Everybody lives with a certain amount of hypocrisy, and this is the amount that I've allocated for myself.
Making fun of the victims is still good for business.
Women are hurting and feel like they're crazy because everyone's letting all these predators back.
Not only did he get away with it, he's like rubbing it in all of our faces.
With consent.
Louis had a whole bit about how the greatest threat to women is men. Louis could still do that bit and say, and I was one of those
no, I
guys.
hate this guy.
I hate him, Michael Ian Black.
Have
too.
you ever seen
Edited by Peter
on
Holmes, sorry.
on Twitter?
I mean, wow.
Wow.
Is that not nuts?
They don't know who Peter Holmes is.
Can I just want
The
to say real
famous
quick,
editor?
No.
Comic
The guy that
Pete
did
Holmes?
Crashing on HBO. He's
You
a
think-
likable dude.
You think that's him?
I do.
You think there's not another guy named Peter Holmes?
You might be right, but that's what I thought.
You think he writes Peter Holmes when he does editing work and Pete Holmes when he does an
Why
HBO
did they
show?
say? I think you're right, but that's what I thought. Not lying to you. I'm like, that's
I
comedy.
know you thought something dumb. I'm just telling you,
well,
you're an
I'm
idiot.
looking at a lot of comedians. Like, all right, that's another comedian. It's Pete Holmes. You're right. You're right, but that's what I thought.
Oh my God! Imagine if the comedian Pete Holmes made this movie, ripping another comedian
I
apart.
know.
That'd
that's
be horrendous.
No,
I
didn't
didn't
make
drink
it.
it, but that's what I thought. I'm not lying to you. I'm like, oh my
Edited.
god.
Didn't make it. He edited the footage.
Which I thought was so nuts. Like, I'm like, I've been drinking. I'm like, yeah, and I'll put it. I'm like, why would Pete Holmes do that? I got a couple of them.
I just want to say real quick because earlier in this episode we were talking about creepy guys doing creepy things and how much that we thought that was terrible and that those people were shitty people.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Louie CK, who is
doing a creepy thing.
Doing a creepy thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're talking about the line where it's drawn about how with consent and stuff like that. And now we just watched this trailer about how those women are basically saying that he's the creepy guy that follows you home at night and we need to stop
Yeah.
him for doing that when he's like shy famous guy that's like, oh, I just want to jerk off in front of you. Is that okay?
He's not shy. He's definitely an aggressive guy. But here's the thing. None of the guys that follow you off the ferry will then turn around and say, hey, you want to come to my hotel room? And then you follow him to the hotel room to go hang out. That doesn't happen with any of the real creeps. It happened with Louis. He asked these broads, hey, you want to come hang out in my room? And they were like, yeah, we're going to get a job. He's going to hire us.
But that's absolutely correct. That's correct. And as a woman, I can tell you, like, I've been invited to things, and you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, when
Again,
a guy gives
not
you a
victim-
raised eyebrow and says, you want to come to my hotel room?
Again, not victim shaming, because there's some situations where people really trick you, and I felt tricked.
Sex pests be tricking
People
me?
be tricking me.
Sex pests be tricking me on the goddamn internet?
And I felt like people took advantage of me being nice. I felt like it happened a good amount of times, but 9 out of 10, you kind of know what people like. Remember when I was telling you about a comic who invited me to do a show to Florida? And he's like, do you want to come like a few days earlier and hang out? And I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm 40 years old. It's so amazing because I can say, fuck you, no, bye. I don't care what you think. I don't care if I ever get a show with you, but 20-something-year-old me will be like, okay. Okay, is he offended? Like, I would.
36-year-old me is like, let's do it.
And 40-year-old me is like, fuck off, dude.
It would have been
Like,
funny though
just
if
fuck off.
40-year-old you went to Florida and then you made him watch you jerk off
That'd be
with your big
amazing.
cock.
Steve, if a woman asked you to go on a 4 or 5 day vacation and she'd pay for it all, would you find it really offensive and you wouldn't go?
If I was single?
If you were single, yeah.
As of right now, I wouldn't even find it offensive. I'd be like, I can't do that, you silly goose. But would I find it offensive? No, I'd be like, oh, cool, I get to fuck this broad while I go on a 4 or 5 day vacation. But that's the ploy.
Yeah.
Which means she's probably fat. Is that why she's inviting me for this?
I mean,
you gotta like.
Was
Things
this
are-
guy attractive at all?
Not at
Fat?
all. Not at all. But even if he was, it would be the same answer because it's.
Yeah, I get it.
It doesn't do anything for me. It just
Uh-huh.
it really doesn't. It actually makes me. I feel the ick about it. And
Like you owe him something now because he's
Yeah,
paying
I
for
just don't
stuff
like
or
it. It
whatever.
doesn't make a
Guys and gals and whatever you are
We're different. Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
animals
yeah.
because that's like some sort of fantasy.
Right? That's what
Some
I'm
bitch
saying.
wants to pay for me to go on vacation and she wants to blow me when I get there? What are you, fucking nuts? How much do I have to pay for that? Because what's going to happen is at the end I'm going to have some fucking $15,000 bill that I didn't know about going into this.
I just heard a very true story that doesn't sound true, but it actually is. This guy that I know had sex with the Queen of Qatar because she was hanging out in a bar. He went. She had Secret Service around her the whole time of this story, right? And she's dead now, by the way, so it's okay to tell the story. But spoiler alert.
Queen of Qatar got fucked in a bar, then died?
Yeah, that's actually a kid's nursery.
That should be a rap
So he goes up to her as just like, what's the worst that could happen? And blah, 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 blah. They're getting on, and she's like, oh, what do you do? And he says, what did he say? He says, oh, I'm a mouth prostitute or whatever, like joking around or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He goes away. A little bit later, one of the Secret Service guys goes up and was like, I'm not supposed to say this because I'm going to get killed, but if I don't say it, I'm going to get fired. So she wants you to go back to the room with her. What could that mean, right? Maybe a job or something?
Uh-huh.
No. So he goes back to, whatever, long story short, he goes back to the room with her. They have sex all night or whatever, a bunch of stuff. Leaves the room, and before he leaves the room, she gives him $5,000.
To like just keep it cool?
No, he was a mouth prostitute.
Mouth prostitute, I guess, yeah.
She was paying off her hooker.
Did he just mouth prostitute her?
I'm sure they just like fooled around fully, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
they had a full night.
A full-on fool around.
He was telling me, he's like, God damn it.
I gotta press the camera button to activate
I need
movie
a better
shooting.
camera that doesn't shut off and that doesn't have this square fucking thing in the middle here that I can't get rid of.
I can't believe that's on the screen.
I know.
That looks like something that would be like in the viewfinder, but
Yeah.
not actually on the screen. Yeah, you gotta put your face there, or else it won't make any sense.
But he told me that for months after that, because like the Secret Service that he was with followed him out of the hotel and stuff like that. He goes, for months after that, I just thought I was gonna get assassinated for fucking some king's wife or whatever. Yeah. But he lived the dream that we were just talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
A real hero.
Getting paid,
And
getting laid.
And he told that story in front of his girlfriend.
Well,
Jesus.
Well, you know, it was before he met her, I bet.
King.
Oh yeah, girls are really cool with that stuff.
Every time you tell a story like that, it never
They
really
love
gets brought
hearing
up.
about ex-girlfriends and like how you did stuff with them.
Especially if one of the people you hooked up with is
The friend?
a friend.
Yeah, they love
of
that.
your wife or something.
'Cause it gives
It'll
them
come
extra-
up in a weird way.
It
Never,
gives some extra gossip to talk about with their lady friends, right?
dude.
Shut the fuck up, everyone. I feel bad now for being a woman.
I didn't tell you this.
Those are exactly my thoughts.
Weren't at one point we were talking about how I fucked up Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Did I mention to you that I, a year before that, fucked up Caitlin's birthday?
Yeah.
Big time?
Yeah.
Well, I left out
Yeah,
some
right?
details that she reminded me of when I
Oh.
told her I told those stories.
Uh-huh.
So I brought her out for her birthday to a fancy sushi restaurant.
This is before the kid?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And to go bowling. And I definitely told this before.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I remember the bowling thing, yeah.
Yeah, the second part where we went bowling, which there are more details about that that I even
You must
forgot.
have bowled a great game.
We didn't get to bowl, but I'll get to the bowling in a second because before we went bowling, we went to Sushi Yasuda, which was like New York City's
Ooh.
premier sushi restaurant. Netflix documentary about it.
Is that like the $300 a plate kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, $300 like
And you
per person.
don't order, you just get what they give you? or-
Omakase.
Omakase, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And it was perfect because my wife hates seafood. Literally won't eat it. But for some reason, in my retard brain, I was like, "Oh, this this is such a fancy restaurant. It won't matter that it's sushi. She'll just appreciate that I brought her to the nicest place in town.
Yeah.
The sushi part won't matter." And on her birthday, she forced herself to eat a bunch of fish that she didn't want, just to make me happy.
I was hoping maybe you just got 2 servings.
Of some things I did. I did. Of a good amount of things I did. Her birthday really worked out for me as far as eating food.
That's your dream when you go there with someone and they don't like half the stuff. If it was your wife or girlfriend or something, yeah.
Yeah, if
like,
it's just some dumb piece
twice.
of shit. But when you bring your future wife there, it almost seems like there's something wrong with you, and you must have gotten hit in the head really hard when you fucking made the reservation. But not only is all of that on the table for why this was a bad choice of restaurant, I also brought her friend, who I hooked up with years before that, to that restaurant and bragged about it to her years before. Oh my God. And she absolutely remembered.
Oh my God. Really? She remembered?
Oh, yeah.
And she brought it up again afterwards?
Recently. Brought it up recently. When she was talking about how, I remember for my birthday when you brought me to that restaurant that you brought my friend to.
Oh my God, Steve.
Oh my God.
At least her friend likes sushi.
And I bet you when you said it to her at the time, she didn't really have a reaction, so you didn't remember that you said it to her.
Yep.
She kind of just stored it back in her brain.
That's what we do.
Tucked it in the file of things to bring up when
God.
Steve's a fucking idiot. So then after we leave the sushi restaurant that I brought her friend to years ago, her friend loved it. Loved it.
Wow.
Thought it was great. I feel like she almost felt like she had to match a level of loving it because she didn't want to be the disappointment that I brought to the restaurant. So she really acted like she loved everything happening there. I know for a fact she was like, "I'm eating fucking fish. This is disgusting. I hate fish." So that sucked. I fucked that up big time. But to make it way worse, we get to the bowling alley, which is the fun part of the night.
Yeah.
And it's this place in Chelsea Piers that's like, drinking, arcade. It's like adults bowling. It's not for kids. It's It's like
blue
a whole
lights and it's all glow in the dark stuff. And
and it was like
a
9
DJ's playing shitty music you don't like.
Totally. It's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night around there. And so it's like adult time. Let's get some beers.
Bowlmore?
It might have been, yeah.
Okay.
I think actually, that is what it was. Whatever the one in Chelsea Piers is. But we get there, and it turns out I only did the first page of the online reservation where I picked a time. I didn't actually fill out the credit card part where you pay for it. And when
you can do that when you get there.
No.
No?
No, what happens when you get there is 18-year-old black kid tells you, "Nah, lanes are full. And I ain't got no reservation for you, so I don't really know what you want me to do."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "I want a bowl."
You did the same thing for Mother's Day the year.
Literally, that's why this all came up, was Mother's Day when I did the fucking
I can't
same
believe
thing,
you're saying this.
where I filled out the first page of a reservation, then didn't do the second part where it actually saves and matters.
But at least you figured it out before you got to the restaurant.
Brain damaged. No, the restaurant we never went to.
Incredible.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, I called and said, "Do I have a reservation?"
Oh, you
and they
did?
said no. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
They said, "Don't bother coming in. It's Mother's Day. We're very full. We can't host you." But that was years after this debacle.
Mm-hmm.
This debacle, I'm at a fucking bowling
just
alley.
when she almost forgot about it.
It's what reminded her. It's what reminded her of the fucking birthday where I fucked everything up, and it was like her worst birthday she's ever had. And the whole night she was trying to act like she's having fun, and I wouldn't let it happen. I wouldn't let any fun happen because when they basically said, no wops allowed in the bowling alley to me, and said, "Fuck you, you're not bowling tonight. The lanes are booked for the entire night. You can't even hang out and wait for an open because at a certain time we're cutting them off. So it's done. You have to come back tomorrow." And I was just like, "You're fucking me. You people are all fucking me."
How'd they take that?
I didn't say it out loud. Under my breath.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to ruin my wife's birthday. So here's how the rest of the night went. We played arcade games.
At the Bowlmore?
Sulked all night while playing arcade games. And then she said, there's a cocktail bar that's not that far from here that I'd like to go to. Oh, no. And I was like, "Yeah, we'll go to that. Let's just play a couple more games, and then we'll go right to that." Gene, why'd you say, oh my God?
Because I want you to leave. In this story, I want you to leave the bar now and say okay, but you won't.
No.
It's like the cuckoo's nest. When the window's up, it's like, Steve, just say that's a great idea to leave the bar. And then I'll say one more thing. You didn't leave the bar, did you?
Gino,
you should have left the bar after she commiserated with him for feeling bad about ruining her birthday.
I'm going to tell you one more thing.
Another
I'm
thing.
still hoping he's like, I'm kidding, I left the bar, but he's not going to say he left the bar.
How could I have left the bar when I had more arcade games and sulking to do? I had to sulk some more and be like, this fucking stinks. And I had to play more arcade games because I had a lot of fun ones. I had the basketball one. I won some tickets. Well, I didn't feel in a rush to leave because, by the way, another thing that happened is there was a security guard because there were a lot of youths at this bowling alley. There's a security guard that like literally checked your bag to get in because he didn't want people bringing guns and knives in, and checked her bag, and she had a pepper spray thing, and he was like, can't bring that shit in. So she hid it somewhere, and we were. So after we finally did leave, it was already gone. Someone had taken it and stolen it.
Oh my
so she lost her pepper spray.
Where was it hidden? Like just like. How would someone find it, or was it like not real? It was just like behind a garbage can.
Someone must have seen her put it where she put it.
Okay.
It was like behind lockers or something. She like stuffed it behind a wall
Oh
between
my God.
stuff. Someone definitely saw her put
Saw
it
her
there.
do it.
And like I said, this place was filled with urban youth, so they saw her put it there and then literally stole it the second we walked away. So yeah, she got really mad about the pepper spray being gone.
Why wasn't the plan just like, oh, we'll go throw it out, and then you just put it in your pocket and come back in?
Because the security guard was a very loud, large man who was screaming about it.
All right.
And we were like, all right, let's just like hide this and then we'll come back for it later. So cut back to me sulking and playing arcade games and being like, yeah, we can go to that cocktail bar, just a couple more games. A lot more time passes than because now I'm drinking. So time's flying by and I'm not really taking into account
You're
how
having
much
fun playing games.
Sort of.
There
was a gap in there where you could say fun was had.
Okay.
There was a moment or two. But then immediately it goes to, I want to go to this fucking cocktail bar. Can we please? It's like she said like it's my birthday.
Oh no.
He hasn't left yet, has he?
No, we haven't left.
He's still in the bar, isn't he?
Still no, we're in the Bowlmore.
Not the bar.
That's what I mean.
We're in the bowling alley, unable to bowl. And I'm playing crane games, trying to win a prize. I think I won I think that's the night I won a Minnesota Twins plushie thing.
Oh, you're a Twins fan, so that was perfect.
It was awesome. Gave it to the dog. Good birthday for the dog. So then finally we leave and we're rushing to this cocktail bar, which as we get closer we realize it's already closing.
Oh.
And then after that,
Sorry, I'm not on the show. That was.
So after that, I think she was like, I just want to go home. And I was like, why? You're being such a bummer. We can go somewhere else and have fun.
She didn't want to go home. She just wanted to go home.
She didn't want to go home. She wanted to watch a car hit me and splatter me across the fucking highway.
But the sex that night must have been amazing.
We can go
Dude.
somewhere else or I gotta ignore you.
Once I got her home, I piped her out from the back and
Yeah.
everything was A-okay. No, we didn't have sex. I don't think we looked at each other when we got home.
You weren't a mouth prostitute that night?
No 5K?
Honey, I will give you the mouth pleasure if you just stop bitching about the bowling.
I piped her out in the back. It was pretty good too.
Yeah. No, I gave her some gutter balls, Gene. They weren't bowling, though. I think, and I'm sure I'm going to tell a recap to her later. Well, the story I told you, she's going to you forgot about this part, and this part, too. But as far as I remember, that was the endless string of fuck-ups that put together one of the best birthdays I think anyone's ever had.
That's an immaculate string of...
Bad choices.
Was one choice good? None. Zero, right?
It started with, I'm going to bring
all
you...
good intentions.
And she hates me spending tons of money for frivolous retard reasons. So the fact
that's what you're known for.
She hates what I'm known for. I think she hates me. But no, it really twisted the knife in her when I brought her to this expensive sushi restaurant when she despises seafood to the point it'll make her gag.
Yeah, and like, you can't find a more expensive dinner deal or whatever. You know, not that it's a deal, but like pay one fee and you get whatever. $300 is the max, unless you're going to some secret club or something like that.
I just remember planning this on the ferry home one day, drunk from a day at Sullivan's.
Ah.
And every idea for some reason when it popped into my head when I had a couple of drinks in me, I was like, this will be great. We'll go bowling. And before that, I remember thinking like, I know she doesn't really love sushi, but we order sushi all the time and she gets stuff.
Oh, all right.
She gets like, teriyaki and...
She gets the cucumber roll and the carrot stick roll.
Yes. Vegetable rolls.
Potato roll.
Vegetable rolls and chicken and just not fish. But the omakase is the sushi chef cutting up whatever he wants
Special
to give me.
Fresh fish, yep.
Yeah.
It's all fish. All.
Probably like the really fancy fish that sucks unless you're in the...
Oh my god! But what's most annoying is like you really put like so much effort. It's not like you don't
the
care
good
about her.
intentions.
You don't care about her birthday. You want to do nice things. You want to spend money. You want to spend the time.
Yes.
So it's funny how it always fails. It's so interesting.
And I had that thing in my head where I'm like, I can't have brought some girl
You're a good boyfriend
that
husband.
I didn't end up, being with and dating and marrying to this fancy restaurant that's like my favorite place I want to go to, and not bring my future wife to this restaurant. So in my head, I'm like, I'm bringing you to you're in the Steve Club now. This is the exclusive members club.
The Steve
I
Club.
only bring my
Not
best.
the Garrett and Steve Club that you
No.
can join on our Patreon.
$100 and you're on the plaque, baby. Give us some grease.
Grease our wheels.
I'm bringing
Nice
her to the premier Steve restaurant. If I bring you here, that means you're my best gal. You're
Yeah.
at least one of my best gals. It didn't occur to me that not only is bringing her to a sushi place bad because she doesn't like sushi, but also bringing her somewhere that I brought another girl that she's friends with to impress her.
Oh man.
Is for that doesn't add up in her head the way it did in mine, where I'm like, no, that means you're super special, like my friend. Yeah. Wait, no, not like her. She's not special. You are. Shit. But yeah, I really dug a fucking awful grave while drinking on the ferry, and thinking again that I was making the best date anyone's ever gonna have for their birthday in history.
So when's your next time you could make up for atone for your mistakes? Like is their birthday next? Is your anniversary next?
What's next? Honestly.
Christmas.
Nothing
is
before
next.
Christmas?
But
No.
that doesn't count.
I think soon, because ever since I lost my job, we've really been going through it. It hasn't been a good time. It's been a fucking bad time.
But
And
I'm sure it's cool that I come over at 10 o'clock at night and yell in front of her bedroom.
Your wife is the coolest.
She
honestly.
has not launched a single complaint about that.
Wow.
But I'm like, there's no way this isn't a shitty ass
yeah.
thing. Yeah, there's no fucking.
That's the one thing she's probably like, there could be money here.
Hopefully that
Also,
Speaking
she
of money,
really,
we'll get
she
to your
be-
super chats in a
Yes,
second. But
she genuinely
continue.
believes in you, which is so awesome to see.
she's very supportive.
Yeah.
It's things are just not. We have a kid, so it's hard to be like, go for it, husband, with your little rock band playing podcast thing you're
Like,
doing.
last night, I came over a little bit early. We were going to film something, but we kind of screwed it up. But she's getting me beer from the fridge and opening it and bringing it to me. And I'm like, please don't. I'm sorry. Just like, I'll get it. Please don't go out of your way at all.
No, she's great.
Yeah.
She is the best. She's the best.
She's the greatest wife a man can ever ask
Yep.
for. And I repay her by going out of my way to try to fuck all that up as often as I can. It's my charm. It's what brings me to the table.
Yes.
That's why I'm here to begin with.
Does this get brought up like around your family or her family? Is it like that joking of an issue, or if it's more like a serious?
No,
Oh.
she doesn't bring it up joking around at my family or hers just because it would be like shitty to me in some form. I wouldn't think it was shitty, but it would be like like she's
Like
making fun
shitting
of me.
on you or
but
something,
she brings
yeah.
it up to me laughing. Like, yeah, remember when you fucking did that? She doesn't bring it up like with her her
Yeah,
arms crossed like
okay.
you fucking dick. It's a funny like yeah. Remember when you brought me that sushi place for my birthday?
Yeah, there's someone
I
who
mean, it
doesn't
is
like
kind of funny. A little bit. It's a little funny.
Yeah,
Just-
funny. I remember that feeling on the ferry, that almost euphoric, like this is gonna be the greatest fucking time.
Did you tell her that? Did you like tell her about all the planning that went into it?
I mean, all the planning. I was drinking on the ferry.
Well, leave that part out.
Yeah.
Cut that pot out.
No, but planning went into it. Yes, a good amount of time and interneting went into this birthday. But yeah, I think sometime soon, since the next event is Christmas, very soon, I'm gonna take her out with all the money I don't have at the moment.
You should do like a surprise day.
Yeah.
Like for no reason at all.
Yes.
Just like completely fucking blow her out of the water. Be like, I keep fucking
should
up.
do that.
So today is Sunday or some bullshit, and then like get crazy with it.
It's a great idea that you'll
This
never.
is a phenomenal idea.
And then when it's all over, demand that she sucks your dick.
I ain't doing none of that. Here's why that won't work. She's not a person who wants, especially with our kid right now.
Spontaneous stuff.
Not even she's not like but like, if we're gonna do a whole thing, she needs to be in on the
On the
knowing
plan.
that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
She won't like that. She's not that kind of girl.
Same with mine. Like, she likes to plan everything, my wife, but then likes to complain that she has to plan everything. But it's like, you want to plan everything, so what am I supposed to do? Yeah. But they like to know what's going on.
Yeah, here's exactly, if your wife's like mine, she wants me to plan everything and but the surprise will be before, in a good amount of time beforehand. I told her what the plan was, and then she's like, "I love it." That's how I'll pull this off.
Yeah, maybe.
So what I'll do is half book another restaurant, so that when we show up, it won't. I'll be like, "But I have a reservation. I did something on my phone."
You should. Oh, sorry, keep going.
No, and then we'll finally go bowling because we never went bowling. We never had our bowling date after the absolute
have to do it, Steve.
fucking nightmare I put her
You
through on her birthday.
Call ahead to all these places. Tell them, I've done this before. Tell them that you're gonna say you have a reservation. They're gonna be like, we don't take reservations. You'll be like, just trust me. And then when you ask, say, I have a reservation. You tell the guy. You slip him a 10 under the table. You say, tell the guy. Be like, oh, we don't have anything for you here. Like just like fake bad date. You know what I mean? After a minute, just kidding. Yeah.
I like that idea. I have a better way to do it. I'll go to the same place, go to the same website, and put a reservation in, but I'll put it in under her name. So when I go and I'll say, reservation for Stephen Conti, please, and they go, we don't have you in here, I'm going to go, what? This is happening again.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
I'll start slamming shit. There's no fucking way you have my fucking reservation. And then I'll just walk away and start sulking again. Like, I can't believe this is happening again. You want to go to Sushi Yasuda? And then...
Want to go play arcade games in the bowling alley?
You want to go play arcade games with your grumpy husband? Who's drinking and can't keep track of time and won't take you to that cocktail bar?
We're not leaving until we beat the Simpsons.
I basically was like, we're not going until I win this crane game.
Here's what my man likes to do for me.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us an example of what your man likes to do for you.
Nobody does anything for me, ever.
He
Not
likes
even
to
a failed surprise.
He likes to come up to me on the subway.
Yes. He came up to me in a walker and said he wants to do nasty things. It was amazing. I was very surprised. I was.
Was it like he was just disabled and needed a walker, or he was old and
Old.
needed... Oh, jeez.
Old.
Nice.
But I think it was the leggings that I was wearing, because a lot of guys were catcalling me that day. Usually in that area, nobody catcalls me. But
What if a guy like that, though, offered you a deal like, yeah, you have to hang out with me and whatever, but you could also, like, see whoever you want on the side, but I'll, like, pay your rent and...
I understand that I'm older and lonely, but I think that, I have a little
You don't wanna,
leverage in the dating pool.
You don't want a
definitely.
sugar daddy?
I mean, all the super chats were saying you look great. So.
No,
Speaking of super chats,
Yes.
Michael Ferroni says, "Have another slice of pizza for me, Steve."
No, I did that one already.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, it's a new one. Eat.
It's
No, it literally says 1 on it. It can't be new.
It's his first one.
It's one heck of a second.
That's
tweet.
hilarious.
If I eat another slice of pizza, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Max says there was no Puerto Rican woman. It was Garrett being hit on. He's a master of disqueeze. He is Biden's staff writer and wearing a reed dress in Thailand.
Nice.
I believe it. Garrett, you were the one being hit on.
Al Stuttering Bob, and apologize for everybody that we're going to go so quick through these, but we have so many to go through. brush his shoulders off. Look at the stems on Luby. You put her on the end for the reason, eh? Those are da bomb.
See, Garrett, I
Those
still
are
got
da
it.
boom.
With my fucked up old hip, I got it.
Old lady hips.
Does this look infected? Says Orion's dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
It
does.
100%.
That first super chat on live stream broke his cherry.
Woo! Smash that like button. Smash it.
Yeah, like I say, you can't handle the truth. We'll take you. Here's one about Keanu. Keanu has the nerve to podcast now. Oh, is she live right now?
Sniping us?
Wow.
Keanu sniping us?
That's her
You better
usual
check
time.
that hoe. Better check that hoe.
That's her usual time.
Yeah, thank you, Luby.
Call Gavin and tell him he's a what? Oh,
Tell him he sucks.
Yeah, he does.
I do a show once a week there.
The funny thing about that is Gavin knows he sucks. He's having a really hard time with that right now. Moving on.
That is a fact.
Can Boltman call Geno a geeka? Also, Luby's the best looking tranny ever.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have to make a phone call.
What's his name? Hit this is Dustin.
Do you want to get you a beer?
Formerly Bolt Pat.
Do you want a beer, guys?
Sure.
Sure. Thank
I'll
you,
take a
Luby.
beer shirt.
Yeah. Beer.
The Packer Backer says, "Why are the live shows getting yanked off YouTube?"
That's
Is that
a good
thing?
question,
Is it-
Packer. So what we are doing is we're doing our live shows on YouTube, and every Monday we're keeping it up and free on our YouTube channel. But the Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursday shows, once it's live, we're doing the Kevin Brennan model and putting it behind our Patreon.
And that's what we just did with the In Hot Water.
Exactly.
It's going to be on the $10 tier, sorry.
Yeah, no, please.
Yeah. So Monday show will be free live and free forever, free on the YouTube. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be free if you watch it live, but then it behind the paywall afterwards. So we give people that subscribe for the Patreon something to like look forward to and to be exclusive to them.
Like one of the guys who said he's going to bed. But if he's a Patreon member, he could watch the episode later.
He can watch this in bed while he jerks off.
True.
I don't suggest it, but he could.
I'm jerking off right
Luby's
now.
on screen.
Yeah.
Jason Whiteside says, "I'm in the middle of a jury trial. This made me so happy to see everyone again. Thank you all, and Luby can still have kids. I want to marry her."
Yeah, Luby?
Oh,
Hey.
I hope he's not. He's
Thank
in the
you,
middle of a
Jason.
jury trial. I hope he's not the defendant.
That's very, very nice, Jason. Thank you.
Let's keep going down here. So many to get to. Doogie. 7626. Love the band back together. I was one of the last callers after the whole header. The final. Luby is looking radiant tonight. Good job, Luby.
Way to radiate.
The band is back together. You said that already. Y'all got to do this at least once a week.
Yes.
Thank you, Doogie. We
Yes.
appreciate you
Thank
so
you very much,
friggin'
Doogie.
much.
Make that
The
happen.
hearts are flying over
Oh,
here.
boy.
So
Why is
many.
everybody so nice?
Many.
I don't
That's
know.
Drew's batter box. I can't help but see my name. I love it. It really makes me hard.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
all the chats, people. It helps
Steve,
us out.
you also effed up Garrett's wedding.
Never gonna forget it, Steve. I'm sorry.
Remember that? Yeah, that was funny. Thank you, Justin.
Avatar, by the way, is Brennan with the T. Did
Yes.
you see that?
And
love
Luby,
that guy.
even if they
I'm
didn't,
so sorry. I don't want to.
I would
say it.
still not forget it, even if they didn't bring it up quite often. I still think about it all the time.
But you are the
I'm
nicest guy
disturbed by
ever.
myself. No, not really.
But you are. People
Doesn't
don't-
seem like it.
No, you want
I
to
seem
do
like
the
a
right
selfish
thing.
fucking fat jerk off.
That's not true. You want to do the right thing, but somehow you. it
For
doesn't-
those that don't know, Steve made a late night speech at my wedding after calling everyone in and said not so
Wait,
nice things.
After calling everyone,
never
that's
got-
a different detail.
You didn't
like,
call
he,
everyone
He
out.
was like everybody.
I was
come
summoned
here.
from outside saying Steve wanted to say something. Yeah, but
I was,
but
yes.
Wait a minute. Everybody was giving a speech, and then Steve came.
no.
We gave them early, sober.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So how did you grab the mic and the attention?
There was no
It was
mic.
the mic. It was 1:30 in the morning.
It was-
Everybody.
What did
There
you
was
do?
like 12 people left.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
that's okay. At least something.
I'm uncomfortable.
I had mentioned to Garrett's lovely wife Jamie we were talking, we were chatting. I was
Gorgeous.
like, this is such a nice wedding. I like everything was so fun and so cool. I loved all the speeches all the guys gave. And she was like, you should give a speech. And I was like, oh no,
Oh, now it's her fault. Okay.
this is what happens every time I tell the story. Every time, but this is how it happened. I said, oh no, I won't do that. I don't, it's too late. And she's like, no, here. And she starts calling people in. And I was like, but I didn't go, at that point I didn't say, stop. I was like, all right, we're doing this. It's speech time. I'm about to fucking rip everyone's asshole open with laughter. They're all going to start fucking crying like, this is going to be the funniest speech anyone gave all night.
Anthony's there.
That's who I was trying to impress. I thought, if I could make him and Geno laugh, that'll be, I'll be in Anthony's drinking club and he'll fucking merge companies with me. But no, he doesn't want to merge companies with me. He saw my speech and Anthony's the one who stopped it.
Yeah.
He said, all right, I think you're done.
No
Because-
fucking way he said that.
Yes, dude, it
You're
was
lying.
It was the only time
I missed
Anthony's
this
ever been
part.
the boss and been like
ever been confrontational ever.
ever. Because I was rambling and just going on and on, insulting the bride, her
He was
family, and everyone there.
amazed.
No, he wasn't amazed. He sounded. I remember it like snapped me out of it because I was just like nearly blackout drunk after drinking fucking 10 wine glasses of Jameson, and I had no idea what I was gonna say, so I'm just rambling insults, saying shitty things, whatever pops into my head. And I just remember I'm just going on, and I just get snapped out of it by Anthony going, I think that's enough, or I think you're done. And
Because he's rambling insults, and we're like, and take the compliment.
Dude.
Like, Steve is so funny. It's like, he's digging. This
We're waiting.
comeback
Oh
is
my
going to
God,
be
yes.
so.
Turnaround
And he
is
gets
gonna-
done. He's like, that's it. Am I wrong? I'm like,
just-
that's everything.
The family stupid fucking smelly bitch. Like it was all nonsense. It was all just random insults that were popping out, except for the Jeopardy one, which was a very personal one. That really was probably the one that really upset her.
What did you say?
It was the whole
We don't
thing.
need
I'm
to
not even
go
bringing it
around.
up.
Yeah, we don't
I'm not even bringing it up. But
Okay, my bad.
shut up. But so Anthony snaps me out of it, telling me I'm done. And now because it was in a basement in this fucking big mansion. I'm behind the bar, and there's just a row of people facing me, all with angry faces. Dude, it was like a nightmare. All angry faces, just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck were you doing? What kind of joke was that? I specifically, again, remember Anthony going, how fucked up are you? No, seriously, I want to know. How fucked up are you? Are
He
you?
said that to you?
Dude, I've never seen him this angry and take it, again, being the boss and being confrontational, saying, no, really, I want to know. How fucked up are you? The fuck is wrong with you? And I was just like, that wasn't funny. Come on, guys.
And
We're all laughing.
I got in trouble, not really, but it was like, why were you laughing at him? And I was laughing because he was like just digging this huge hole in front of me, and I was like, this is amazing. You're like doing the worst thing possible. I can't believe this. And I was
This is where you and I, where I
Dude.
don't understand you. You are similar. You guys are similar. You
I-
enjoy somebody's demise.
Yeah.
You enjoy when something. When we were at the Mets game.
Just by the way, another detail that I remember in that cloudy shroud of shame is everyone's angry face afterwards. But in the middle of it, probably one of the reasons I kept digging was because I saw you laughing your ass off. And I'm like, here I go, off to the races. Everyone's people are gonna be fucking. Their guts are gonna be busted. I'm killing. Garrett can't stop laughing.
Oh my god, it is kind of deceiving in a way. But Geno screaming at the Mets stadium and everybody's staring at us, and I'm like sinking. I'm trying. You remember? I was like,
I wish
oh my
I
god.
was there.
You were telling Geno to stop
I'm
talking.
like, Geno, stop it.
No.
And this one just.
You're all complicit.
You're all complicit. They're
Loving.
yeah, I know.
You
I'm
tell
like,
him, Geno.
You tell him.
I know. They are,
Loving it the whole
Garrett.
time, and I'm apologizing to the whole stadium,
You're a piece of
basically,
shit. You're just a
offering
piece-
everything.
I know.
Take it.
I think that is the problem. It's me.
really is.
But I don't like my approach. I think you guys
We
are
had
right.
to say
Fuck it.
sorry to a lot of people that day. Everybody around us like, don't worry about it.
At one
I
point, they
said
were all
sorry.
with us, by the way. They
That
were all
was the-
laughing. They loved Geno.
That was
eventually.
the topic, but the toast. Every single show, Monday, on Compound Media, remember that, was Steve's Toast. It was Steve's Toast. And Anthony even came in early. Was like, I got to get an early so you don't tell the story without me. We're like, no, we'll let you do it.
he did not
We'll
allow
let you do
us
it.
to say anything.
And
He
then we're on
wanted to
Anthony's
break
show.
it.
It's like, sick. And I literally, I'll never forget. I'm like, me and Anthony were both uncomfortable. That's what you need to know. Me and Anthony are sitting next to each other, go like, this is uncomfortable.
Have you ever done something and immediately afterwards it snaps you out of being drunk to the point where you're just sitting there staring into space thinking, I just ruined my life. My life is ruined.
Nah, I'm a real drunk.
Every couple of months,
I'm an unapologetic alcoholic. You're a better person.
I'm going to lose my job. They're going to fire me. Anthony's going to fire. He was so mad. He's going to fire me for this. I'm ruined.
Oh, no.
And I fucking was just like, not only that, I just ruined Garrett's wedding. I just ruined Garrett's wife's wedding.
Yeah, you ruined her wedding at the, not the whole thing, obviously, but mine.
I wish I had the Men in Black fucking memory blanker just for that 1:30 a.m. on part.
Blanker, please.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's callous of me, but like, I just find it like as a memory kind of thing, like it'll just always be there.
All the weird stuff becomes an amazing
Because I
memory
knew
eventually.
you didn't mean anything. You honestly really weren't saying anything horrible or like offensive to her. It was just like you said a lot of things after another.
It didn't stop. It was a choo-choo train of pain.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out, like, I have to do something. I have to fix this immediately somehow. So what I did was I made it worse like I usually do with things that I just rush to figure out. And that night, I was laying in bed by myself because my wife, she, to her credit, she got me out of there. She comes upstairs because I went upstairs afterwards and I was just trying to find her to apologize. And I was just like, I'm so fucking sorry. I said to, I forget who the woman was. I think it's who the house belonged to.
Yeah, her cousin or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, can you please tell her I'm so fucking sorry. I was just trying to be funny. Like, I really went too far. I'm all fucked up. I'm drunk. Like, I really didn't mean to make her fucking upset. I'm so sorry. Couldn't talk to her face to face, so... And then Caitlin comes upstairs and she's like, I ordered an Uber, we're leaving. And I was like, good, that's probably a really good idea. She's like, yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
But she wasn't like, Caitlin wasn't mean to me or shitty to me about it. She was just like, because in the Uber, I was just like, I can't believe I did that. I fucked up so bad. And she was just like, honestly, yeah, you did. She's like, I can't really say much to you other than that was bad.
Wow. Wow, I never heard this.
Oh my God.
And I'm just going back and forth with her because I'm just like, well, what the fuck do I do? How do I fix? I got to do something. I can't just do nothing.
Flowers and donuts.
She was like, why don't you buy her flowers and like leave them at the hotel or something? So I was like, yeah, I'll go do it. I fucking set an alarm for 6 a.m. that morning. And I'm laying in the bed because we get back to the Airbnb. Caitlin just goes to the couch in the other room and she's just like out there pretty much all night because she like doesn't even want to be around me because I'm the most uncomfortable man on the planet. I'm like, clearly I have like suicide in my eyes and I can't even be talked to. So I'm now laying in some Airbnb bed, staring at the ceiling, just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I fucking really blew it. And we come up with, and it was mostly her suggestion, honestly. I'm gonna go out tomorrow morning, crack of dawn. I'm gonna find a flower shop and a bakery, and I'm gonna bring them baked goods and flowers.
How nice is this?
And I want them to wake up. I'm gonna on a different
Just
note.
before their planned brunch where they had flowers and baked stuff. But yeah, go on.
She also hates flowers and donuts, but go ahead.
Here's what I did not account for, because I'm an idiot.
I didn't set my alarm for 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh my God.
That maybe after their long wedding where everyone's drinking and having fun and they stay up all night and the wife's crying, maybe they want to sleep in a little bit and not be woken up by the same guy who just blew their fucking entire fun time saying,
believe any of this.
You want some pastries and flowers? By the way, not a lot was open, so it was slim pickings.
You brought her like a stale croissant from Dunkin' Donuts.
Dude, no, it was all fresh. I'll credit myself with that I went to not even multiple, I drove around until I found a place that had both flowers and pastries. It was like a kind of supermarket place. But I was like, they won't know I got this shit from a supermarket. I'll tell them I went to a fucking florist. And yeah, then I'm like pestering you, like, hey, Garrett, are you up? I'm coming over. I'll just leave it at the front desk if you want. And I think I did. I think I just left it at the front desk.
Yeah.
And I was like, if they get it, good. If not, I don't want to bother them any more than I already have. Fixed.
So they woke
All
up.
good.
They woke up at 11:30 to melted donuts and wilted flowers.
You fixed it.
From the guy.
Steve's a good dude. I love him.
But at least I severed ties with all the compound people and all that stuff, except the one guy.
Fast forward 2 years, Garrett and Steve show.
Yeah, did you guys talk about whose house you were going to do it in? Or?
By the way, if you think that hasn't occurred to me when we were figuring out where we were going to do it,
Can I add one
I was
thing?
like, we'll do it at my house.
Can I add one thing? And people in China are wearing bootleg T-shirts of you and the guy that ruined your wife's wedding. Happy fun, and it probably says "Happy Fun Time, Steve."
I was happy fun time, Steve. Remember all the happy fun we had before I ruined everyone's night? We were playing Golden Tee. I was hitting it really hard. Anthony said, wow, this guy is actually retarded. It was so much fun. And then I approached the wedding speech with the same kind of retard strength. With all the gusto I'm known for.
Happy Fun Time, Steve. That's what that is.
Yeah.
We got a ton of super chats.
All right,
here.
let's
We
go
gotta
through
go
it.
through it.
Will never get old.
You know what else never
It
gets old?
doesn't get old.
Garrett, I'm sorry, and if it behooves you, tell Jamie I'm sorry. And it was literally one of the worst things I've ever done in my life, if not the worst. And I think about it all the time. Still pops in my head all the time. Like, oh, remember? It's one of those things where at least it's a positive where I'm like, that I shouldn't drink so much when I go out around other people because I'm gonna ruin someone's best day of their life.
I mean,
Agree to disagree.
yeah, like I feel bad for my wife, but to me, not that I don't feel for my wife, but like to me, it was just like a story that, you know, it's like a moment that makes it memorable. And yeah, it was horrible, but I don't know. It just I don't know. It doesn't like upset me or something. Maybe it should.
If you had a bad
I don't think
intention,
it
it would have been a different story.
Yeah, exactly.
But you did not have a bad intention, and you did your best.
But
to
my
fix
wife
it
didn't
later.
know that you didn't have bad. You know, she didn't know you. That was the first time she
I
ever
think
met
that was
you.
the thing.
That was
the thing
thing.
is, right before that, we were having such a pleasant, fun, nice conversation. And I was like, oh, you don't know me.
I'm really funny. Watch this.
You want to... Yeah, get your giggle pants on. It's time for my speech.
I like the giggle.
Oof. Okay.
Anyway, back to super chats.
Chat. Strong
Brian and Caroline.
therapy. Oh, yeah, they're the best. Oh.
Hold on, before we even read that one, right below it. Can you believe it? 2 bowling lanes just stole my truck. Oh, that's so funny.
Lord.
Anywho,
is
back to
hilarious.
strong therapy. Hello, Carolyn and Brian.
Yay! I miss you, my friends. I hope you know I need a personal number. That's close, right?
I hope you know.
I hope you know I need personal numbers, Garrett.
5 and
I'll
6.
Need you just to say hello and laugh. Indiana, Carolyn.
My old
Thank
roommate
you,
from
Carolyn.
Vegas.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Let's go. All these other chats are
Go
great.
Phils!
I'm catching them, but we can't read them all. That's
Lump.
why.
By the way,
Okay.
Phil's one again. Thank you, not to interrupt my own
Thank you.
personal.
Perfect.
Hey,
You're wonderful.
Geno from Todd at Moonlight Studios. What's Steve's number
Lump.
again?
It's Lump.
Lump.
It's Lump. It's Lump.
Oh, that's who it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Lump.
I love you.
He's Lump of shit.
Love
I
the
love
shit.
you.
Lump and lump of shit.
I gotta pay more attention to that. Moving right down the line here. Love you, Todd. Context.
Ooh, a British pound.
Drew. Me? You're pretty. I don't know how to take compliments, but I will take them in the butt. Garrett, I'd be your husband.
Thank you.
Steve, I love you.
I love you too.
Louie, I'd eat the kebab. I'd eat that kebab like a drunk at 3 a.m. Tell Geno he's Gene.
That's pretty good. I like we did that.
Thank you, Context, for the
Thank
5
you,
pounds.
Context.
Absolute scenes.
Absolute.
Absolute 5 pound scenes.
And she included everyone, not like Keanu.
Keanu left me and Drew to go die in the street, which was very nice of her.
When?
She puts
Before,
the
the super
she
chat.
puts the who in Keanu.
Nailed it.
I'll be here all night.
You should get wedding
because I
speeches
live
for that kind of humor.
Did we ever figure out why there's a white square
So
around
many to
Drew?
go, so many to
It's
go.
just
His
stuck
camera
there.
is not.
Oh yeah, I
working
told
right.
you it's a moving on. So Susano's is New York pizza. Show the camera how great it looks, please.
Base
Is
04.
there any on the?
Luby, can you pick up a nice slice and hold it next to your slice?
Nice tight slice.
Yeah, I think that we ate everything, no?
All of it?
Oh shit, there's
There's
a
a whole
lot
pie.
of pepperoni.
Hold up the pie. Show them the pepperoni slice.
It's kind of cold now.
Susano's.
too much.
Sausage, peppers.
They do a good pie. Tell him,
They
Drew.
got pepperoni pizza.
This is my go-to place. There's a place close by that's more expensive and less good. I know the guy. I don't know his name, but he knows my name. Every time I walk in, he goes, "Hey, Mr. Drew, I got a good meal for you. You got the good stuff today." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got the good." It's an Italian voice, but he's Mexican. Super nice guy. And his kid is always working the counter, and he plays video games. So it's always like, "What are you playing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm on top of that Cyberpunk or whatever." And then one day, a specific day on a Monday night after I had been in a holding cell for a while, I got my favorite meal, which is from Susano's, and I was like, I told the guy, I'm like, "You don't know how much I want to eat this fucking chicken parm right now." I was like, I'm not gonna go into it, but I just spent the weekend in a holding cell, and now I'm not allowed to talk to his kid anymore.
Wow, really?
No, not really, but he does look at me different.
Oh, that sucks.
I didn't get to. I'm not gonna tell him the story.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, it was completely whatever. But let's keep
Here's
moving.
Susano's. Here's a cup of sauce. You dip the mozzarella in the sauce.
We call it gravy out here.
How many booms do you give to this pizza, Steve?
Boom.
That was it?
Gets one boom. No, that was a 4.5 boomer. Boom, boom, boom,
Out
boom,
of
boom.
10.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
out
wouldn't
of,
be
out of
surprised.
25.
Okay.
Let's keep it going here.
Base 04. Thank you, Base 04. Why doesn't Geno give Artie credit for getting him known from the Artie podcast in his apartment? LOL.
Does
Give
he
him
not all the time?
Yeah, do I not all the
Yeah.
all the fucking time?
He does.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Fucking, I remember sitting in that apartment with Artie, with Dan Filato, who's an insincere piece of shit, insecure fuck.
Didn't have to add that.
Okay. But it just underscores how great you guys are what you do. But all the time, like, there are clips of it. I was listening to The Potato always.
Dan
Always.
Filato.
You would say I would cling on to Artie's coattails. When I talk about you four,
Did
I
you say
like,
coattails?
it's amazing. What's that?
Coattails?
Might have been coattails. I say it all the time. That's,
He had to tie a string around his waist.
I repeat. Let me say that again. But yeah, that is weird, that guy. I'm like, are you nuts?
Yeah. Yeah, you
All
give Artie credit all the time.
There's your credit. Super chat. Chat.
Squat the dot.
Scott the dot M. Is that Scott Moore? Thank you. Thanks to all the continued laughs. Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Scott.
Oh,
the
You
dot
are
M.
welcome,
Sorry,
Scott.
Thank you, Scott. That's really nice. Thank you.
Machete.
Jason from Connecticut. Take her to the Zoo Rock. Zoo Rock.
Take her to the zoo, rock from Rocky.
Oh.
Another movie you probably never
No,
watched.
I've seen Rocky. I'm an idiot.
Did you see
Zoo
iRobot
Rock.
yet? Did you see iRobot yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it years ago.
Oh, you hate it?
My grandmother took me, my cousin, and my brothers to see that when it came out.
Oh, you
hate Perfect.
Die Hard, but you've seen iRobot.
I've never seen Die Hard.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
Sorry.
More super chats,
Super chats.
if you got them.
Plenty to go.
$50 beer! $50 beer! $50 beer!
That's right.
beer,
Your
beer.
mom's
Eloy.
box not. That's why I didn't say it.
Thank you, Eloy. Your mom's box.
Barazza. Eli Barazza. I just want to
Barazza.
take a second and talk about
That
Eli
was their
Barazza.
first super chat on live stream. Thank
feet
you.
are
Sorry.
swollen.
Go ahead, Drew.
Thank you, Eloy.
That was it. That was the second I just took. Yeah.
There was another one.
By the way, Gino, I called you before for a super chat, and you had a special message. You're gay.
Did you leave a message?
Steve, you
Boltman left you a message saying, you gay.
Are you nuts?
Hi, this is Dustin. I didn't leave a message.
Damn it!
Hi, this is Dustin, formerly Bolt Patricia. No, I'm reading.
Wait. Oh, by the way, Gino, I got news for you.
Yes.
You're gay.
Damn it! How's that
Got
keep
him.
happening? I think I would have realized by now.
Why would Steve wear a ripped shirt
I
on
know.
my first monetized stream?
For real.
That don't make no sense.
It doesn't.
It wasn't ripped when I got here. I parked the car, and then I have this. My door has this weird like flange of metal that's sticking out. this little fucking pointy thing that keeps my car door hits me right here, which it always does. This little pointy piece of metal hits me in the shirt and tears a hole in it. This happened to like 3 shirts now. Oh my god! And it happened. I fucking parked my car in not a spot in the middle of Queens, waiting for my ticket. I'm getting shit out of the trunk that we didn't even need because Drew already has everything. And I fucking close my front door and I just feel, and I'm like, and I ripped my shirt.
Drew doesn't have everything. The studio.
This random place that we are at. Yeah,
oh yeah, the Drewdio.
Definitely not where I live.
The old flange.
True,
You were so angry when I saw you.
I was
I
really
saw
mad.
you getting out of the car and I'm like, why is Steve upset? Like, he should be excited. We want to hang out.
I was sitting in fucking traffic coming here. I was prowling around the 3-block radius trying to find a fucking parking spot in Queens, which is retarded of me. I parked just in not a spot, and I was like, hope I don't get towed. And then as I'm figuring that, like, all right, let me figure out where to go here from Drew's. I'm like thinking of 1,000 things, and I just rip a hole in my shirt. And I was like,
That's the worst.
Oh,
perfect. No. And then I see Lubi, and Lubi's like, hi. And I'm just like, what? Yeah, hi. I knew you'd be here.
And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, why am I apologizing? I've done nothing.
No, yeah, you caught me at the exact
But
moment.
at least it wasn't after you were in an hour and a half of traffic.
But it was after I was in an hour and a half of traffic.
Zero sleep, raising a child.
It was right after that. Yeah, after we stayed up the night before, fucking abusing my wife through a door.
Steve.
Anywho,
more super chat.
Kevin's soundboard.
Yeah, you take it.
This is great. Geno is like Ray, and you two are MLC.
Timer! Stop the timer!
Perfect. That's who we emulate. That's who we want to be like.
That's funny.
That's all we want.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have the same Patreon model thing.
Yes.
You will Brendan Shadow Muppet, super supporter. Super chatting. Great fucking work, Drew. You are making absolute scenes with your camera work.
Bravo!
I just don't know what to say, so I won't say anything.
Say it into the white box. Next super chat. Jason Sutliff. What up, Sut? Does Luby swallow, and does she sport a wood floor / Jean Bonnet?
Thank you, Jason, for the important question.
That is, the people are begging and pleading to know. Do you eat cum, and do you shave your pussy? If it's too personal, don't answer it. They're not paying you.
You answer whatever one you want, or neither. Just sure? That's your answer?
Yeah.
That means she
That's
does not.
2 yeses. I'm a creepy old man.
I
but
think
those are 2
that's
yeses.
a no and a bush.
Really?
Oh, Bush is disgusting. No.
See, that's
Okay,
a
it's-
yes. That's a yes.
All right, so it's probably 2 yeses then.
Why wouldn't it be 2? What woman doesn't swallow cum? Right? I mean, what woman? I said woman. And some guys.
I fucked with a girl for a few months.
I mean, Gino,
that
you are gay.
did not.
Thank you. I've been told that repeatedly.
It was honestly odd. She did not only did she not swallow, she was like grossed out by cum, but she gave amazing blowjobs. It was like insane. It didn't make. I was like, that don't make no sense.
Nice.
She would literally like moan and like go and like do all this spit shit and did like pour. Yeah, not a hawk to it, but she would do like pour and blowjob. But then when it was jizz time, she would freak out and be like, it grows me, and she would like start dry like.
You couldn't go in their face or something?
Ew.
Not even in her mouth, nothing. Wow. She would start like going like, and I was just like, you are bizarre.
Dude, same exact experience with like, it's like the girl that's down with everything, that like so much fun, super kinky, all the great things, but will not swallow. And I'm like trying to say, hey, like it's for me, if you just keep sucking when I'm coming, it's the best feeling that anybody has ever felt in their entire life. And in order to do that, you have to swallow my cum. And you know what she said?
Yeah. I tried to explain the same thing. I was like, it feels real good on my peener if you just keep doing suck.
You don't even feel the taste eventually because
She-
he just shoots down anyway.
She answered both
she-
questions.
she
Now
had
you
a,
get that right.
mental thing.
She
You
shaves
don't do it,
bald
that's
and she swallows
it's
cum. And I love Luby, but it's
I
obvious.
eventually
Unless
got
you're
her.
gargling it or something.
I got her. I was like, can you just like? I was like, I don't care if you swallow it, but just like, I'll finish and then you can spit it out or whatever. I don't give a fuck. So she eventually, I got her to do that, and I wish I hadn't, because I finished and she's just got like this.
Oh, come on.
But you know, like a dog, when you feed a dog something it doesn't want to eat, and it's got like this. I gotta drop this out of my mouth face.
Like your cum? When you feed a dog, you're cum and he
like when I fucking when I face fuck my dog, And I blow a load, and it's just got this face.
Is that why she's called Edie?
Because she Edie's my jizz, yes. No, yeah, so she just, and it
Good
just,
one, Garrett.
She didn't even spit it out. It just like fell out of her mouth, and I was just like, well, that was one of the most not hot things I've ever seen. Let's go back to I just don't finish it anywhere near your face. It's fine. Anyway, back to the super chats, I guess. Dave Carpenter. That's Dave's real PFP, by the way. That's
Nice.
real Dave. He was on Stansel's stream the other day.
God bless.
He's a real one. Glad to finally super chat on the GNS channel. Hiya! Thank you, Dave Carpenter. We love that you did that.
Hold on, let me make sure I didn't skip anybody. So sometimes it just jumps to the end. Hold on.
Yeah. Make sure we didn't do the end jump. We also,
Oh, no, yeah, the last one
we
was
already
just
did our
Luby
fucking
Swallow,
2
yeah.
hours, and we didn't get to any producer, booth boy stuff. We have to do at least one.
Okay. We still have a lot to go through, so let's catch up.
you have
just
a lot of
We'll
super
catch up
chats.
on super chats. We'll go to the producer bit, and then we will shove 4 beer bottles up my ass.
Says, why do I keep wondering how much ass has been eaten on the very couch you guys are sitting on by Drew?
There's no,
That's his 5th live stream, Garrett.
there's no,
Just
no balloon nut stains where I'm sitting.
Yeah. Is it not working now?
Is it unplugged from there?
Uh-oh. Probably.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
unplugged.
No,
it's
I
unplugged.
didn't. You
By
did.
your foot, by your
It
foot.
is unplugged, though.
You did it. It's your plug.
Why do you hate me?
I probably did that.
So funny.
Hey, Steve, make a speech. It's okay. You have time.
You are a fucking piece of shit. Your family stinks. I hate
good?
you.
Yeah.
Back to normal. Okay.
Been done.
Yeah, I can't replicate it. Yeah, no
Thank you,
balloon nut
Scott.
stains. Thank you, Scott the Dot. I think that's our boy Scott Mo. Give me some Mo. Hey, that's a lot of non-paid for chats.
I'm sure they're all great.
Yeah, I'll read them at some point in my life. Derek of Rivia, another super
He
supporter.
doesn't like me.
All right, well, we'll get to the bottom of that. How many Patreon dollars for you to be comfy monthly? How many Patreon dollars for you to be comfy monthly? Oh, like how much do we have to make to not get a job, basically?
6 figures a month.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
We want-
All right, 95K.
I guess.
Yeah, we can make that work.
Uh-huh.
A month.
Well, yeah, we want Tim Dillon numbers.
Yeah. Or else, if you're not shooting for that, why bother? Like, honestly, I understand, right, but we're developing this. We're going to get more guests on. We're going to try to make it a bigger show. It's not just, let's eat pizza and fucking say sauce. We're going to do more with it, but, this is the episode fucking 6.
Look at the bad news below that super
Yeah.
chat there. Ryan's doing Boltman now.
That's very funny.
Ryan's doing Boltman now on the
But that would-
compound censored football show.
I would love that because he would have to do it to Anthony, and Anthony would be like, "What the fuck is this? Why? I'm not a Charger fan. Please stop doing
I
this."
don't even know.
He would have no idea. I don't know what this thing is.
A couple more were caught up. How about this dude?
Boatman. $100 beer.
$100
Old DJ fed up.
His first super chat on live stream.
Guys,
Hit the ground running.
congrats,
Thank you,
guys.
bro. That's my
This is
bro. I don't know if he
insane.
wants me
Pop that
saying
cherry.
that's
And it
my
left
bro.
it
That's my
blank.
bro.
Because you know what that means.
He smashed that like
button.
That's a like smash.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this is 5 bills.
That's my old DJ fed up. That's my bro.
Ryan Kate.
Geno Kermit wants his legs back.
That's funny.
These are
Oh, gee, guys.
Hey,
normal, right?
that's normal.
That's
There.
His ankle looks swollen.
Jerry Shepherdini, if you want. No, we
Oh,
can't.
but you're right.
No. What's the number? You know, Jerry.
Oh,
I like.
Yeah.
I really like this super chat.
This guy's great, by
Bob,
the way.
fan of Patrice. I want to give Steve's wife a hug. I'm so embarrassed for him.
Oh, man.
You mean for her? Luby,
Little vote.
what a slice.
Yes!
Garrett, loved you on Michael Malice.
Yes.
Drew is killing it.
Yeah.
Love the studio, not his apartment. Gino has great legs.
Thank you.
Wow.
Fuck the Kermit comment.
Great
I don't think
legs.
they're awful, but I don't think they're Kermit.
Your legs
Yeah,
are.
Kermit has feeble legs.
You can call me
They're
Drew,
like
fan
your
of Bob,
legs in
fan
that
of
logo
Patrice.
with the wallpaper, which are great.
They make people not want to watch, Gene.
What'd you say, Drew?
I'm trying.
You can call me Drew, fan of Bob, fan of Patrice.
Nick Jefferson. I'm so concerned we're going to see Geno's balls.
Why? I don't even get why people are like this.
Yeah, I don't know why you would think
I don't
that.
get it.
His
Mike
balls
is too
aren't just
loud.
out.
Wow.
Flat broke.
Hold on, sorry.
Gino
Just
is-
Gino's balls real quick.
Flat broke.
There they are. All right.
And base Ofo. What that says is, I know Gino has his woman, so don't answer if not cool. But I was curious if Gino fucks Stacy Pressman. He told Bichetti that. LOL. You were bragging to Mike Bichetti that you fucked Mayor-elect
Let me
Stacy
Let me tell
Pressman.
you something. This is why super chats are insane. I fucked Stacy Pressman multiple times. I never told Mike.
Multiple times?
Yeah, I'm drunk. I never told Mike. Do you think I would have?
Oh,
Mike,
Gino, do you know how to? Have you ever talked before?
Could you imagine?
I told her.
For all the ball
Gino
busting
told
we
me he
do,
fucked
do you
me,
think
Stacy Pressman.
After I fucked her, I'd be like, I go, hold on, Stacy, let me call Mike Bichetti. Do you think that's how that went?
I would want to.
Mid-stroke.
Yeah.
While you were plowing the press. You
He's
still.
so positive about it. He'd be like, "Oh, did you? Wow, was it awesome? Cool, way to go, dude."
I
You
picture
want me to call him right now and tell him?
you still had hot press on your cock.
I'm
You
dripping
were
in press.
covered in press,
oh.
and you're like, you know who I need to tell right now.
But can you imagine, like, anyone did, like, why? No.
I can imagine you pulling Mike aside and saying, "I fucked that."
All
You should
kidding
write a
aside,
love
no.
novel about it.
I would never. But what's that?
A 28
You should
page.
write a love novel about it.
Yeah, he
22
Why would
pager?
I bother published author Mike Bichetti with my dalliances? Why would I?
Dalliances.
I thought it was really good.
You fucking reading a dictionary before you got here?
What are you writing, Mike Bichetti's book for him?
I can't believe this man's countenance.
That's so good. Oh my god. This guy gets it. Stupid.
All right, we got some more. I
Almost
think.
clear on super chats. Here's one more.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Orange
Wait, go back
boy.
up.
Scroll down a little bit.
The long.
Rex Kramer, 2112.
Love
This
him.
is a long overdue thanks to you for all you did on Compound, and can't wait to see more from ya in the future. Thanks for a great hang. Thank you,
Well,
Rex.
Thank you, Rex Kramer.
By the way,
This one is for you.
if I may, shout out Rex Kramer because he's always in. Don Luger's another one. Always in the Baldessano karaoke chat. Like it's like
Oh, okay.
5 of us, and we just sit there. I mean it. It's like
There's another
that's
one.
the next one that's gotta get.
I know.
It's like a bar. You just sit there like, hey, Gino just showed up. What's going on? It's
Chris makes me mad how well he could sing. It's
I
like
know.
it doesn't seem real.
It's not just that he sings well. He'll try a song, and if it's not working, he'll be like, he'll laugh, like, all right, that didn't work. I'll try it. And
Why are you waving the mic around but not talking
It's better.
into
It's
it?
better because he talks so loud.
Oh,
If he
okay.
has it right in front of
My
his
balls are
mouth,
coming out. Who wants to
they'll pick up.
Garrett, I'm glad you brought that up because this board that we have, this new soundboard that we have, it was pretty much the goodest enough but cheapest board we could find. Doesn't have compressors. Gino needs a compressor. And for those of you guys that don't know,
You told me to buy that one, didn't you? I said to Drew.
yeah, because I know you don't have $1,000.
He's got $1,000.
No, I'm just-
I've seen him
5.9.
spend that. I've seen him spend that 4 times a week at Sullivan's.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like how much, like you know what a shit all from getting from Kevin. I'm like, I save $1,000 a month not being in that studio, and you're still sucking a giant dick.
If you took my finger that's doing the fader on Gino's mic whenever he talks and put it up to vagina, come instantly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come.
Thanks, Garrett.
I followed you there.
He was bean diddling. That's what he was talking about. Do we have any more, or do we do the producer
There's
bit?
one more super chat.
Cool.
Yes.
Did we already hit this one?
I think there's the last
I'm
one.
a
Oh no, we didn't get
producer.
that
Can I
one.
say
Do this one, okay.
WSX $20 beer. Thank you. This is great, everyone. Great news, everyone. It would be even better if it was a super tip, Guga. I'd love to stop paying Google 30% of what I want to go to you. We're gonna work on that.
We heard, yeah. Melton reached out to us and offered us a thing, but I just want to talk to some people that have used it because I've heard it's like one extra step that you kind of have
That'll
to do.
turn people
and
off.
that could,
Yeah.
But maybe there's both options. And the people that want to do the extra step and not pay, but
Yeah.
we could also do super chat. So like it might not even
I don't
matter.
see why we can't do both.
Yeah.
Because people are aware of it and they
You
want
can
to
do
use the
both.
super
I'm
chat.
sure of that.
You can do both?
And it's
Okay.
worth it. Like your fans will do the extra step because
Yeah.
it's what that guy said. Like,
And if they don't feel like it, just do super chats.
Yeah, yeah. I
Fucking
didn't
who
know. I
cares?
didn't know if you could do both.
and if
so
you're
that
doing a
makes it
$5 or a $2 super chat, it doesn't make much difference.
Uh-huh.
30% of 5 or 2 is not much difference
Yeah.
from 10%. But when you're doing the big ones, and I will say this, I think your real fans will be like, I'm giving him $20. I'm giving Garrett and Steve $40 or 50. They'll do the extra step.
No,
Somebody
please.
says we can do both. I see. in
Yeah.
chat.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll probably do
perfect.
that then.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
If all of the dollar bills have evaporated.
Yeah, I think we're good right now. But if you want us to keep streaming all night, keep sending in those super chats.
Yeah, we'll get to more if you send more. But we have our Booth Boy tier.
Oh.
Where
on
you get to
Patreon.
be us.
Yeah, you
Nice.
produce
You get
the
to
show.
pay us to be us.
He really
And
did.
then you do the prep for us, so we don't have to do the prep while you're being us, while we're not us.
Do they do the?
Well said.
Do
Thank
they
you.
do the switcher too, or?
Yeah, we need another tier, the switcher. You can come in and hit Drew's buttons.
So Drew, I think the first one I have is Steve from Yellowstone.
Stand by.
Hello.
And $25 a month patron. He's our producer.
Beautiful.
Steven from Yellowstone. All he wrote is, I think the internet be tricking you, Steve. Happy 4th, bud. So he sent this on the 4th of July, and he pats my belly. So he gave me a belly pat.
Oh, nice of
My
him.
thing.
Not anymore. Now you didn't.
I'm a
The thing with this though, the video he sent is the Jones Girl. It's that
That
the
sax
trumpet
solo.
or
that's
sax solo that we played on Garrett and Steve when we didn't have to worry about YouTube
copyright.
fucking our videos in the ass when we played music.
YouTube would be like, no wait, this is fine. It's only one note. It doesn't do the defy the
can't figure out
standards or
what's
whatever.
It was the
Honestly,
worst ever.
maybe we can just get away with it if you skip to like a minute in when that solo hits.
Of the
And
meh.
No, but
Meh,
did the video he sent, maybe it's like an explanation of why that happened? It's just the song
It's
again.
literally the Jones Girl by the Five Satins. It's the one we played.
Oh, all right.
So, but I don't know what he means. But the internet be tricking you.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet always be tricking me. Every time I sign on my laptop, I go on Twitter, I watch a video, I go, damn, I'm mad. I wish that didn't happen. And then someone tell me that didn't happen. That
That's
video
why I
fake.
wondered if it was like someone edited it or something, just repeated like the loop over and over again, or just one part, so you kept
Oh.
hearing the same note, but really the solo was like 30 seconds instead of the 2 minutes of just the same note.
Maybe he sent the real video. Yeah, yeah. No, is it the same one, Drew? Yeah, it's the same
It's
one.
the same one. All right.
I can do.
We just don't want to risk it and play a song that could get us.
Yeah, I hate to be that annoying.
Yeah.
And we'll, again, because Vimeo, again, we can play copyrighted shit and not get the video ripped down.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out real quick.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
Wow.
That was the one.
I'm bad.
Perfect.
Oh, Gene, it's a good thing you're here.
Oh, that was so perfect. We
Thank
just
God.
got copyright struck.
He's too good.
Our next producer, Weave, W-E-A-V, good old Weave. Hi, Steve. Thanks for letting me know how to help produce the show. On the vidcast, I was watching In Hot Water 320 and clipped Gene saying something kind of ironic, given events a few years ago.
Huh.
How do I send it? I told him how to send it. And, Drew, that's the video I sent to you in a separate email that you... I don't know if you have to download it or not. I actually didn't think about that, but...
If Real World Works takes this many emails, I'm never gonna make it.
Wow, episode 320 of In Hot Water. Was that even...
320.
Was that when it was a daily show already?
That might still be fucking the Tuesday, 2
No.
p.m.
It was- I've
It
seen
can't
the
be, 'cause
clip.
that would be like 3
Yeah, you're right. So this is-
but
this
that would
is
be
the
6
morning.
years. Yeah,
I've-
it must have been,
I've
yeah.
seen the clip. I don't even know if I might have been here for it. It's Dave Temple, some other guy I don't know, and Aaron Berg is on Skype. And I want to say It's no, not that one, Drew. I sent you a video that I like screen recorded. So it's the email before that one. Sorry, I didn't realize. I should do what Pat Dixon used to do to you.
You know, it's a
Wrong one, Drew. Half my face doesn't work, but your full brain doesn't.
Wow, I'm amazed that somebody remembers that because it was terrible. Let me tell you about it.
No, yeah, I remember.
Pat Dixon was the fucking worst, dude. And like the worst parts about it was I would be fucking killing it, dude. I'd be like 20 like octopus arms out, like doing everything perfectly, and then I'd like turn away somewhere to like talk to somebody about the next bit comes back, and I'll come back and Pat would be like, God, you're terrible. And I'd be like, wow, I hate you so much.
Sounds like
Worst
someone who's
person in
not
the world.
secure who they are, so they have to tell everyone they're not good. To feel
Well, he
better.
was on Adderall speed, and Drew was on human being setting.
on
But
the-
Drew, it's the email that says weave. I hope you got it. Oh, okay.
On the Malice episode, I think this was during the part for his local listeners where he takes extra questions, but someone asked what was the worst addiction at Compound, and I said, I think everyone there had an addiction or whatever, but then I settled. I was like, I'm sorry to say this, but I think Pat's Adderall addiction is like what made him punch Geno and stuff like that. So I hope he doesn't hear it. I don't know.
He won't hear
I'm
that.
glad I brought it up, though.
He's the only person that would be angry because he doesn't have drugs or something like
Yeah.
that. Like everybody else, like you wouldn't
Everyone
even
else-
know or something
yeah,
like
was a
that.
Dude,
functional addict.
He would admit to going on benders where he was fucking up all night, and he would miss TBD, which was at fucking noon, because he was up all night popping his Adderall, and he would fucking... Again, I guess we're telling tales out of school now, but he would hound Bill for more because he would blow through his prescription in like a week or two. And he would fucking he would pay Bill for more pills.
If you ever saw I'll say one thing. If you ever saw... Sorry.
Oh, no, you got it. You're perfect. Perfect. That was perfect right
Yeah,
there.
it probably is. If
Yep.
you ever saw that clip when he fucking snapped on me when I was talking to Chrissy, remember? And he was like, he was literally like,
snap on
he's literally doing this. It was hard to look at. You
chewing gum?
What's that?
Yeah, he was just chewing
looking
gum.
like-
Chewing
he was
cud.
so fucked
He was
up.
swallowing.
It was. He's like, I have something to, and he yelled at me because I was doing my show. Anthony didn't come in, and it was a Monday, so he was like, Chrissy, can you fill in? She shows up. She's like, hey, Anthony asked me to fill in. I came in early. You want to sit here and help me out? I moved to the passenger seat, and Pat walks in because remember, Pat's like, I'm going to fuck Chrissy Mayer. And he shows up, he sees me. You can see in the clip, he's like, what are you doing here? Fucking leave. And I'm like, and I think he's joking, you know? And he just loses his mind because I'm just being me and making jokes. He's like, would you shut the fuck? It's like, and you can look at the clip. I don't even look at him. I talk to you guys. I'm like, I think if you go back and look at the clips, you realize I didn't really talk that much, and someone's kind of insane here. And a week later, he just walks into a bar and clocks me, and everyone's like, yeah, Gene was fucking Felicia. It's not fucking that Axl Rose fucking gutless cunt that I fucking love, that she's doing fucking Kevin Brennan's show, fucking getting money from the guy that paid for Pat Dixon to get off of beating the fuck out of that stupid cunt. I guess I did.
That was a really long chain of things.
Yeah, I guess
Can
I
you
did
repeat
end up
that?
talking.
I literally stopped listening. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
what were we
The
doing?
guy that paid the woman to cheat on the guy and
Kevin
gave that person money to
Kevin
yell
Brennan
at
paid for
him.
Pat Dixon's lawyer, but Felicia, who he fucking
Hello,
smacked
Kevin
around.
Brennan. Hello, Kevin Brennan's lawyer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I that's why I didn't want to talk. I did, and I fucked up. I apologize.
It's okay, because you're probably going to
Please.
talk now. You jumped the gun a little.
Damn it!
But because this next producer's bit from
Weave.
Weave
From
is
episode
about you. Lo and behold.
Smack him in the mouth.
Smack him in the mouth there.
People now are like, well, you can't be violent. Why are you saying that? But like, people is like, how about I
I'm
punch you in the
losing
face?
you guys now.
You
I
mean,
know.
we don't say that anymore.
Yeah, there's no fighting in comedy.
There's no, or anywhere.
No,
it's
all
on social media. It's
all
right.
Have you been hit? Have you been hit over comedy yet?
Have I been punched over comedy?
Yeah.
No, I've never been punched over comedy.
Aaron, you been punched yet over comedy?
Just over Pat
Dave
Dixon.
Temple.
And I wasn't punched
Is
over
it
comedy.
profit?
Pat Dixon,
yeah,
you said
there
it,
was-
Steve.
well,
You're
I
like,
threw a guy
Pat
in-
Dixon is such a bad comedian. He's like, well, Geno said something funny. I can't respond, so I'm just going to punch him. You said that.
It was I don't know if I
Hold
said
on,
that.
hold
You
on.
said that.
Forgive me if I'm putting
I'm
words in your
sure
mouth.
I said something along those lines. I remember
Forgive me.
saying.
What did you say? I apologize.
I definitely didn't say Geno said something funny. I said.
I walked into that. That's fair. That's fair. I like that.
I think I said this like little podcast. It wasn't even a war at that point. You
No.
guys were trading barbs over the air,
Yeah.
and clearly you fucking affected him way more than he affected you
Yeah.
because instead of coming back on the air and shitting on you and doing the podcast thing,
Yeah.
he showed up at a bar and punched you in the face like
Sucker
you'd
punch.
fucked his mother.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like you completely triggered him. And
Now say I said something funny.
I can't
Damn
lie.
it!
I don't want to lie to everyone.
Thank you, buddy. I apologize.
But yeah, the clip. There's a little more to the clip because
Oh,
it has
please,
Aaron
I-
Berg's
that's-
story too.
Seats, but I haven't been
You never
punched
got-
out. I've had people get really upset.
I had a guy stand right
No.
where you were next to the stage and scream like he was gonna fucking. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're not getting the joke.
Yeah.
You know, but they can't really. And
I've gotten into it.
Pause for a
Yeah,
second
I-
before Aaron's story. Do you remember that story you just brought up there? Someone was on the side of the stage screaming at you.
There was one time I kept calling a guy, the F word, since we're on YouTube and it's your channel.
Thank you.
monetized.
Oh, I appreciate it.
A
you know,
freak?
What's that? A freak?
A fage.
A fage. What was it? An F99 it. Remember that? I got banned for that. And he's like, one time I said, and he goes like this, I'm not gay. And then he's either gay or hates gay
He
people.
might be gay.
So I hate him. And I keep calling him a F99 it until he's standing there. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry you don't get the joke. I'm sorry that if I really thought you were gay, I wouldn't call you this. And he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? But he's not going to hit me. And no one ever really,
But I like fish sticks.
Yeah.
Drew.
You gotta press the camera button to activate movie
People are good.
shooting.
Make sure
Anybody
someone
wants to
does
sponsor-
something with that. Like show your picture, your 3 pictures, be like, and Drew, and just show that.
Drew, you should open up a Twitter account and that should be your profile picture.
I'd probably get more likes.
Tinder.
Press camera button to activate movie shooting. But yeah, just the last part of that clip is Aaron telling a story, a very quick story about the same thing.
Held a mic stand to a guy at Dangerfields the other night. I was going to dummy him with the mic stand a couple weeks back.
I love that. I love that fucking Canadian word, that dummy. He's gonna dummy you.
Oh yeah, and I guess that's it.
Wow.
That's funny though.
Well, thank you, Weave. Thank you for going back in the archives while they still existed, and getting that. Well, yeah, people are gonna have to buy a hard drive from you. That's what you should do. You should sell the In Hot Water hard drive.
It's almost like
The hard drive of hits.
It's almost like I kept all my episodes because I wanted someone that respected them. Whatever.
Like, how much would that per hard drive? Right? Let's think. All right, so you have to pay for the hard drive itself,
Right.
obviously, as part of the deal, and then tack on
$1 an episode.
$1 an episode.
1,000 episodes.
That's $1,250. And I'm
Get 'em
so
all.
mad I didn't get the 2 seasons. I apologize. Of the In Hot Water Football Show. Are they still accessible? We can't get to the server, right?
I don't know why you're looking at me. I have no idea
I
where
was just looking.
even censored.com
I'm looking
is.
over here. Drew, you're over there.
Oh yeah, how do we
I like
get
how
the
he
football
would go
show?
like this. I'm like, Drew, you're over there. How'd I do? Did they sell it?
Boltman might be lost to history.
So good.
That's terrible.
I saw a glimpse of a next thing. It's
Yeah, we
keep-
might have to put that off for tomorrow. The chicken bake boy. Because
Chicken bake boy. That's just funny.
Did you have any other production you had to get to?
I don't think so. I sent an email, but I think I got through it all. Yeah, just a Louie CK thing.
Oh, it's my sister-in-law's
Oh,
birthday.
Ben Affleck
Shout
thing.
out! Can I say happy birthday to my sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
You have
Max.
your own show to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not
Your
my birthday. Her
sister-in-law.
birthday on my show.
Wait, Maxine Loads?
Maxine Lowe.
All right, that's different.
Very important. Thank you. Means a lot. Happy birthday, Maxine Loads. Thank you.
Yeah.
Means a lot. Thank you.
Jim, we're gonna read, or we're gonna get to your videos, because Jim from Florida, he's a booth boy.
Oh, nice.
He sent us 2 videos though, and we do not have time for 2, so we'll do his next show.
Oh,
Jim,
my
you're
God.
up next, and I'm just gonna read John Beck, who's a booth boy's booth boy. He didn't send us any videos. He just sent me a couple messages. How do I quote bribe you to $100 to get Beck on that plaque? Well, you said it in the
Bribe us
question.
$100.
Send us $100. Go to the Patreon. Subscribe to the Garrett and Steve Club tier.
You'll run
You,
to
you
the
can stay there.
trophy
You can pay us
shop.
$100 every month if you want.
Don't have to.
You have to. But all you gotta do is send us that $100 through that tier. It'll come up on the list of Patreon people who've paid, and you will have essentially greased our palms, and we're gonna get you on the plaque.
It will come out on a
The
dot
Garrett and
matrix
Steve
It will show up
commemorative
on a
plaque.
dot matrix printer in a 1980s trophy shop, and they will engrave it.
And what do we have? 45 spaces on the plaque in total?
Total 45 places.
And we already have 10, at least 10.
And I've already been thinking once the 45 slots are filled. Well, not even like let's get a new plaque. Before that, even those thoughts start crossing my mind. I'm thinking, Vinny Cash. He's the #1 member. He sent $500 and he was first.
Yeah.
He doubled up.
Uh-huh.
But what if someone isn't happy with their space on the board?
Can they pay to move up?
You can pay to move up. Because as I figure, you can unscrew these engraved little pieces
Probably
of the
costs
plaque.
$30 to move the plaque.
No, they're screwed in. I think I could just unscrew it myself.
Remember, he said that.
I will.
Please.
The first
Drew,
attempt.
save this. Mark this timestamp. Please go on.
The first.
Just unscrew it. Hey, we gotta get a new plaque. Everyone needs to send another $100.
Don't worry. The first attempt at this is going to be on the air.
Yes.
I'm going to have a drill, and I'm going to be unscrewing plaques. If someone sends it, because like, listen, it's 500 at the top in the #1 slot, and then everybody below that, it's $100.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to throw some weight around, if you want to get higher up on the board, you could, this is grease pound media. You grease our palms, we'll move things around. We'll get you closer on the board. And then at the end of every show, when we cut to the camera that scrolls up and down the board, you're first on the list.
Wow.
You have to beat out Vinny Cash though, and that guy's.
Don't piss off.
Vinny Cash might get his own plaque eventually. The fucking Garrett and Steve Ballers Club.
His own commemorative plaque, the Vinny Cash plaque, and you can pay to be a part of the Vinny Cash plaque if you want.
Vinny Cash commemorative Ballers plaque,
Cash money
where
man.
if you just throw retarded money at us, you're gonna be on the special bling bling plaque. That's gonna be on the perfectly wallpapered wall behind us at my apartment.
Perfect.
Also, John Beck said, "Did you see Lena Dunham? She was never Jimmy, but now she's huge. Skinny, not Jimmy. Ducking speech to text.
Oh, ducking. She was. Yeah, now I did kind of see a picture kind of
She's
recently.
off social media and made a statement that she doesn't want to appear anywhere anymore because she has been bullied for her looks so much lately that she can't take it anymore, and it's been a lot.
Lena.
So that's the latest I've seen about her and I've heard about her.
She wrote one stupid show that was on for what, 3 seasons?
Girls? That was
Maybe?
more than 3.
Gals.
4 maybe.
No, I don't know. I just I don't know. It seemed like it was on a long time.
And like
Drew, how many seasons
the
was
cool
Girls
like
on?
critic people watched it and liked
Really?
it, but
Okay.
it didn't get like huge ratings or anything. It wasn't like
Rich
a great
Nepo
show.
Baby.
Everyone
Her
was
parents
talking.
are
That
from Hollywood.
Fucking show. I hated it. My girlfriend at the time.
The one you took to the sushi place?
No, that is my current wife.
No, but the one before that?
No,
though?
that girl was never my girlfriend. That was just someone I like hooked up with.
Wait, okay.
Mouth
A
prostitute?
Special girl that I brought to the most special restaurant. But anyway,
Stop
a
talking.
girl I was girlfriends with, she watched that show, Girls. And I remember watching it with her and just being like, I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. At one point, Adam Driver, fucking shitty new Darth Vader from the new Star Wars, he is fucking Lena Dunham, who she's like naked and you see her gross shitty tits. He's fucking her, and he at one point like stands over her, pulls the condom off, and like comes on her chest. And they like kind of show it. They don't show his dick, but they show every other
results and stuff.
Yeah, and it was just like Jesus Christ. I don't want to see these gross I don't want to see Horseface and the Blob doing graphic sex shit. This is awful.
And the stupid Aaron Driver with his ears sticking out.
I want to come on your tits. He literally is like, oh, fucking come on your tits. It's so uncomfortable.
Women like him. Sorry.
He seems,
He's not
you know
a
why?
bad-looking guy.
He's got such elongated features. You assume he's got a massive dong.
That's a good point.
That's probably why people keep hiring him.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're rooting for him to have one.
I'm rooting for that dong.
But didn't Brian Williams' daughter get naked in that?
Who?
I believe
the
so.
newscaster
Yeah.
Brian Williams, his like daughter, but she was like super hot.
Yeah, but I would. I mean, I get it, but I wouldn't. use
I've only
shield.
seen the clips.
She was the most beautiful
show.
one,
Yeah.
But yeah, when Lena Dunham wasn't getting her fucking floppy shit tits cummed on, the rest of the show was complete garbage. It was just awful, boring.
It sounds
Girls
like,
like
her floppy tits getting cummed on.
it was at least, dude. It's the only part of the show I really remember. It fucking got me in. It got me watching it. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Cummed on tits.
I want to fucking come on your tits. And then yeah, the rest of it was just girls whining about their easy lives because they all like lived in Brooklyn and shit. And,
They all
were
had
nonsense
like parents
people.
and shit. That
Yeah.
were, like funding them and shit. Yeah,
That was
ridiculous.
the whole show was that. Yeah. They
Do I have to go
no
home to my
consequences.
parents' mansion in Long Island from Queens?
But
or
Lena
from
wrote
Greenpoint?
it, and it's based on her life, on her struggles of being a rich girl.
I know, but it wasn't
I don't
like
understand how, yeah.
super popular or whatever that she's still 10 years after it's over that people are still talking about her and stuff. She didn't do that.
It was a moment in pop culture. It was a little bit. I gotta say it.
The first
I
season
don't
was
like
okay.
I feel like it was to the people that are like think they're cool about pop culture or something, but not the real pop culture. It wasn't like they were getting like 10 million views an episode or something.
New York Times wrote about it.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like
it was like a
New York
thing.
Times just wrote about Louie again. They made a movie.
Like, it was just a thing. It was a thing for
You're
a while.
right. It was a thing.
I don't know how it got there, but it got there. I never understood it,
Yeah.
but I gotta say it.
Because it was about girls in the current culture.
Yeah.
It was like that. I think it like spread through Reddit, which was the. I think Reddit peak was in like
Oh.
2013, 14 when this
Yeah,
shit came out.
yeah.
I feel
And that's definitely
I think
where
you're
my
right,
girlfriend at the time got it from. Like
Uh-huh.
it spread like wildfire through the internet for other shitty girls who had normal, boring lives. They were like, I want to see another normal bitch.
It wasn't even about that it was like their fucking rich lives even. It was like this fat girl's hooking up and she doesn't care. You know, like she's like, I'm hooking up with whoever I want, and that's empowering. Like it started the whole
okay.
like women can hook up with whoever empowering movement, which isn't helping them right now, by the way.
I have throughout my life met some unfortunate looking writers. And they always write everything about them hooking up with anyone. That's what Lena did. She lived vicariously through her character because nobody ever hooked up with her. So she wrote these scenarios where she's like, I'm free and careless, and everybody wants to.
Yeah, it's a good point.
You don't think some ugly man came on her tits? I could buy it.
But he was in love with her. He was screaming under her window, "I love you and I want to be with you in the rain," and all of those.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
So
I remember when he took the condom off so that he can
I just feel like
fucking leave white stuff on her slop bags.
I've seen this before when people write their fantasies through.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I think she
yeah,
really
Michael Gavin
lived it
Ali.
up.
She's female Michael Gavin Ali. She wrote her fucking porn scripts, but for some reason HBO picked them up instead of Garrett.
We never called him back.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Call him right
wow.
now.
That's on
We'll end the
me.
show on Michael Gavin Ali.
You also have a lot of super chats again.
Oh, never mind.
Call her Melina Dunham.
Melina. Melina Dunham.
But yeah, I have no idea how it became a thing, Garrett. I don't understand it either.
Do the super chats.
For
Yeah,
some
it's
reason,
like it's given almost like the credit that the Louie show is given or something.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, which is insane. P-Town Smack. Or is this P-Town's Mac?
Oh yeah, this is the model everybody should be following.
I agree 100%. Because Compound, it's not there anymore. It's just
Yeah, but don't you
Anthony's
think
just
you should be
uncensored.
giving money to millionaires?
No,
like
they
you?
they have enough.
As a guy that has 5.95 million, was it 6? Hold on, how many millions do I have? I forget. I've been drinking.
595.
Let's say I
Married
got
into a rich family.
I
But,
think you give it to these
I
guys.
didn't even read it out loud.
I
What did he
apologize.
say? P-Town's Mac. You guys are now getting my Compound sub money. Thank you.
I mean, is he
Thank you.
is he one of the people that just went online, clicked on the sub, said I'm not subscribed, I cancel my sub, and when they immediately ask you why, you say because you didn't bring any of Compound over? I've just heard people were doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you go and say cancel my sub, they'll ask you why, and a lot of people just like, what? Because I'm a Compound.
My guys.
Because I'm a Compound subscription
I
member.
lost my guys in the big company smush.
I'm sub to Compound Media, and you didn't bring them over. You said it's more important to
have a cookie cutter thing of open micer deals and stuff.
Yeah, and he said we're like YouTube. We're trying to be, you know, you get what people pay you, and it's like, you know what I could use for that?
Yeah.
Funny you mention it. I could just use fucking YouTube, and I don't have to have this crazy debanking banner over my fucking
No,
head.
but I can bring you in and be like, look at how big my network is, because needy, untalented people. Pat Dixon's on that
Still
network.
working on a deal with them.
Oh yeah,
we're doing
I need
negotiations.
to fuck this up. Needy,
we're gonna get a
untalented
random text
people
in a
will
week
go there for
with
the
a worse
attention.
deal than the last text.
You know how I always worry about shit. You know me.
I'm starting a segment called, I mean, we've already been doing it all night, but I'm calling it honorable mention of other non-super chat chats.
Yes!
These guys are the best Geno tempering.
I like that.
Like, honestly, I've never seen Geno more quiet than the first half of this episode.
Well, this isn't my show, and I'm a big fan. You know that. Like, I really did try to
You
stay
didn't
out.
watch last night.
What's that?
You didn't watch last night.
Keanu was in the Dabbleverse full tilt last night. It was nuts.
Gino didn't have time to talk. He was too busy paying his respects. I just kept looking over, and he just kept.
I was, but I
kept nodding, yeah.
Last night I was literally,
Pay my
I was
respects.
in the apartment. Keanu's in the room streaming. I have Steel Toe 101, and then you guys come on. I'm listening to you because he's over. But then it got spicy. It got spicy, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I love you guys, but that Tukey puppet kills me.
Yeah, so tune into that. Tune into the Tukey puppet.
He doesn't Kevin Brett. That's 100% true. I'm gonna quit my own show, but it's a puppet.
Cool.
This is why we told you to shut up in the beginning.
It always comes back to the
This
Dabbleverse,
ain't-
but he's not in it.
This guy
He's not
never
into
talks
it.
about it. Doesn't talk about these people at all. He's the only one I know who brings them up. I literally don't know another person in the
started
world
the show.
that talks about these fucking idiots. It's
started-
only you.
You started the shows with Stuttering John the last week.
Oh my God! 3 weeks ago, and now it's just because you enjoy it.
It's so funny. You're right.
It was, but they were good clips of him doing the say anything.
Yes, they were great.
And he's yelling.
That's the thing. When there's shit
Enjoy
to
your
talk
life
about,
in a wheelchair.
when there's something to actually talk about, I'm all for it. But to obsess every day about the minutia of what all these retards do, it's fucking batshit. It doesn't even make sense. It don't make no sense.
Minutia is the
Nobody's that interesting, especially not morons. Not even us morons.
Speaking of which,
Minutia is the lady who stole her identity.
There's a
ton of super chats. We got to get to them.
Oh,
we
I'll
have
hang up
to.
on
The
that.
people paid money. They paid their good, hard-earned cash
Jason
to
Weaver,
talk to us.
$4.99 says, I'd be happy to buy a hard drive of all the In Hot Waters from episode 1 to then.
I love that.
That's the lost footage at this
That
point.
costs more.
Yeah.
That costs way more, dude. We're giving away.
That's the $2,000 hard drive.
So funny. Why don't you just follow Aaron Berg's career since he left? Didn't he blow up?
He's got a little thing he's working on.
You know.
He's doing right.
He doesn't do
Yeah,
podcasts
he
anymore.
Why am I always the bad guy?
Because you're always bad-mouthing everyone.
Bad
You talk a lot of
anymore.
shit.
He shit on all of us when he left.
True.
You know what you need to do?
He didn't
You need
shit
to
on
watch
us.
Mr.
I'm
Saturday
so
Night.
sweaty.
Have someone shit in your hat and say,
This
thanks,
is
can I have
so
another?
hot in
This
here.
is unreal.
I was
Look
going
at
to
how
ask you
sweaty
how
I
you're
am.
doing.
I did
'cause
not
we'll-
think about your sweat when I came to this
Oh
whole
my
thing.
God.
Dude,
I would have put a
it's-
blanket
I'm gonna
down
get you a
under
black
you.
coffee.
It's like the African savannah in here.
Wow.
And I don't know if you know this, I'm a pretty sweaty guy.
Yeah.
One thing you can do to make me sweatier, give me coffee. Another thing you can do, a little bit of beer. Third thing, and most important,
Pizza?
pizza. And then just this dank heat. I'm like in a sauna.
I could see the sweat like dripping, like the stains are molding into the couch.
Oh my god.
No, you're
Dude,
fine. You're
the
fine.
indent on this couch. I'm sorry. I probably ruined your couch.
Not
It's okay.
his. The
As long
studio's
as-
couch.
The studio's couch.
Somebody's
Can you
couch.
tell?
No, it's fine.
You're good, baby. That brings us to this next chat. Let's be really quick with this one. Lots of questions, okay?
Okay.
What's up with the Hobbit window behind you? We're gonna come back to it. That's the window right there. That is obviously it's really hot in here because that's our only window. If anybody wants to send us windows to replace that window with, I'd be happy to put them up every week.
Yeah, if you guys don't know New York City, that's the East River right out through his window.
Amazing.
Keep it going. Lord of the Booth Boys. Also, what's up with the Target box on Drew? Oh, that's also me. This is part of the old camera that I took in to make this studio a little bit better. It's meant to be like part of another screen so you can like record. I don't know. It's stupid, but you can't get rid of it except if there was this program called Magic Lantern, which you install on a SD drive, which you plug into the camera, but I lost the SD drive that I had it, so whatever, it's over.
I think it
It's
becomes
just
a thing, Drew.
It's a thing now. It's a thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Where do you think I got these squares?
Too much true for one little white box.
Moving on.
How did Luby? Also, side question: how did Luby? This guy really. Thank you for paying $10 because you got your money's worth with the amount of questions you threw in. Side question: how did Luby start with Compound? College apartment hangout forever. How did you start with Compound?
I used to come into the studio as a fan. And
she was like a stalker.
Yeah. She would show up a minute before the show started, sneak in and sit down on the couch and just watch Anthony. And then like 5 minutes before the show ended, she would leave. So like no one could talk to her.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did that on purpose.
And for a while we thought like, oh, this must be a girl Anthony's fucking or something. And he's like, she's going to go meet him later or something like that. We didn't know.
Garrett would be like, dude, did you see that hot girl? Like left as soon as the show was over again.
And then E-Rock approached me and he's like, what's your deal? Who are you? What
But
the
I feel
fuck?
like you were showing up before even E-Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was coming, yeah.
Wow.
And then she was showing up in E-Rock. I don't hear that in the same sentence.
I know. I did it on purpose because I didn't want to act like a super fan and be pathetic. So
it worked.
It worked.
I never knew that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lubed your way into.
I
having
lubed
a
my
job.
way. Yes.
Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Way to go.
Thank you, George.
George Keane.
Forever.
Absolute Keens. Absolute George Keens in the chat.
He's right. It is a college apartment. He's not the first person to tell me that. Somebody else's apartment.
Rex Kramer, 2112. How about keep Lena Dunham in the dark plaque?
That's pretty good.
I like plaques.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna go to Crown Trophy and just pester these people with 20 plaques that all say nonsense on them. Absolute George Keens in the chat. Another exciting episode of Delay Super Chat Theater.
So we try. You know, we're getting used to it.
I feel like most shows wait till the end of the show to even get to them.
Yeah.
Like, we try to sprinkle them in to kind of encourage more. But
even like obnoxiously interrupting like things to be like, we have these super
Yeah,
chats
yeah.
to get through.
Chrissy was really good at it where like as we're talking, she'd throw one up because it like was about what we're talking about or something. So yeah, it gets us to going into
But yeah,
it.
I mean, we're trying to get to them as fast as we can.
Mhm.
But you got to remember, some people do just want to watch this.
And not hear us. But like, the comments are good though. There's not, most of them add something to what we're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about.
not discouraging
Yeah.
super chats. I'm just saying we're getting to them at the speed that works. We think the best with the show. And
Yeah.
again, other shows don't even say them until the very end, and it's like I'd rather sprinkle them throughout and
Yeah.
not just put everyone on hold basically.
Yeah, tell them.
But
tell them Steve,
N-word,
Dave.
N-word, N-word.
That sounds familiar.
Here's an easy one. Ending your show with MGA has so many implications. MGA can literally end your show. Just ask B Dabbler. WSX.
Dabbler's the puppet.
Thank you, WS.
Luby needs from Bill Fenner. Luby needs Indian stink in her life.
That is true.
You do need big stink,
I
man.
do.
That is the type of love you do not have in your life. Is man who can give you stalking, telling text message, unwanted penis. He do following you around in public. That is type of thing you need. You don't have that in your life.
That is accurate.
Doing big stink.
Yes.
Ooh, a question for
Chunk
Geno.
style.
Geno drill right
I love him. I love him. How's that? Good?
Do you like Ray DeVito?
That's
good.
just, it's bait for her to just talk for 20 more hours.
But he won't because he knows better.
I
he
love
won't.
him.
Good.
Yeah, half the people saying
And another.
get to the super chats. Here we go. Old DJ fed up. My legs are so numb, I may just sit here and live out my days on the toilet.
That's hilarious.
I love that.
Good stuff. Absolute Keens. Thanks, Drew. Also, it was the other window.
Ah,
There is no other window.
somebody called me Stalker Luby. Facts. Go. No, it's fine. There's more.
That's the last
Oh, here
one.
we go. Absolute Keens, king of the chat.
Thanks again, George.
It's a great show. Just giving you shit. Also, this episode brought to you by Susano's Pizza and Home Furniture.
Yes.
Thank you, Susano's.
Oh, that we did it.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
This is a great first episode in Impound Studios.
In the Drewdio.
Impound
What's
Media.
the logo for Impound Media?
My car getting towed away
I think
after it
it's-
tore a fucking hole in my shirt.
I'm gonna bounce it off our guy. You should bounce it off fucking Five Fan. But I think it's like a tow truck towing the old Compound Media logo, but it says Impound instead of Compound.
Nah.
Oh man. Well, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I know that I invited myself, so
Of course.
I really.
Thank you for
Thanks for
coming.
coming by,
We got
yeah.
the crew back together.
Yes.
Thanks
was
for letting
I
us
won't
hang
off
out
myself
during the
tonight,
show.
Steve. Thank you.
If and when we do the Drewdio episodes, you have to be here. It's now your new job that you don't get paid for, so enjoy that.
Okay.
You're contractually obligated to show up for this,
This is
and
the-
your payment is a couple slices of pizza.
This is the best day of my life. Do you understand that?
Best day of my life.
Yes. I'm my girl, lollipop.
Drew, we got anything?
Yeah,
Anything you'd like to do, Dongo?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I'm good. Thanks.
Can I plug something? Is that awful?
Oh,
my
God.
Why are you always so exasperated when I say anything, Gavin? Thanks,
Walk
Gavin.
Geno. You know
Well,
how hard
I'm-
that is to do?
Well, I'm trying to make my trivia thing happen because that gives me money.
We'll plug it then.
It's on Sundays. It's in Astoria. It's the place called the Vigoist. Just Google the Vigoist in Astoria.
How do
I'm
you
there
spell that?
every Sunday. I don't know how to spell. I'm retarded. It's there every Sunday.
Vigoist. I'm
Thank
guessing.
you. Every Sunday at 1 p.m.
VIGOIST.
we have great games, great amazing prizes. We hang out a lot, and it will help me pay my bills. It's
How
simple.
about Luby?
Help Luby out. We're going to start a GoFund her.
How do you keep people from cheating and using their cell phones, Luby?
I don't. I encourage it. That makes it more fun.
Not now. Mike says, "I love you. Please consider making an audio
Oh,
RSS feed."
Yes. Okay. Not now, Mike. I started doing that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
If you're subscribed to the Patreon, I fucked up. I didn't realize I should be doing this earlier and just cutting audio for all like we do for Come Fridays. I put the first one up today of episode 5.
Okay.
But then Charlie woke up and I couldn't get to the rest of them. But I've been cutting the audio and putting them up.
Okay.
One at a time.
Awesome. Thanks.
So
Put it
there
on
will be.
Spotify too, right? I'm told.
It's for
the thing
Patreon
I
members.
clicked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
No, but because it's through Patreon, but I clicked some option in there that if you're subscribed to our Patreon and you want to just listen to the audio, it should take you to the other apps like Spotify and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it might not, but even if it doesn't, the way it works, because I tried it out to make sure it worked the way people need it. You literally just press play on the audio clip, and then you can turn your phone, you can lock your phone screen and everything, and it plays throughout all your other apps and everything.
Oh, nice.
So it's the way you want it to work.
So not like the Compound app used to work.
The what?
Where
Work?
like you got a
What do you mean
call
work?
and then it would stop and we would go back to the beginning of the episode and would save you
As
place.
far as I can tell, it's supposed to work how all the good ones do, where it saves you progress and you can play it while you use other apps, and you can lock your screen and play it and all that shit.
Oh,
if
nice.
it doesn't, fuck me in the ass. I'll figure out another way to do an RSS feed because I looked into it a little bit, but once I realized you can just do it on Patreon, I just cut the audio and threw it up there. But I have to do it for the rest of these episodes, so suck my
Perfect.
balls.
Thanks for
Chris
doing that.
Baldessano comes in at the last minute. Says, "Are these goddamn things tax deductible? I have a family I'm neglecting here.
Me too.
Rent? Question mark. Yes, we don't pay that anymore.
It's funny he brings that up
Well,
because
that's out the window.
The Hobbit window.
Yeah. It's funny he brings that up though because I was talking to Max, your buddy Max Loads
My
today.
buddy Max Loads.
Because if Trump wins and he gets to do that thing where it's like you can't tax tips, I wonder
Yeah.
if these are tips and if these can't be taxed.
Well, it's a good question.
Everyone keeps their super chats.
I mean, he still gets fucked. I mean, Baldessano. But by the way, follow Baldessano is he because he does that karaoke.
Subdivisions.
Thank you.
Yes.
God damn it, I suck.
Chris Baldessano, the donut man.
Cute. Tomorrow, not sure if we're doing an episode because I got a friend coming in town and we're going to see Dave Matthews Band on Friday. But
The way you describe this multiple times to me, he's like your Aunt Flo is in town. Garrett's going to be on his period tomorrow, so he can't hang out and do a show. His special friends coming to town, and they're going to be listening to Dave Matthews Band all for 2 days straight. But yeah, we're going to try and do. I'm sorry, I know nobody likes the boxes, but you know it's going to be kind of a little bit of a thrown together thing if we can do it in the morning. And that might not even happen depending on a certain baby's sleep schedule and what time your friend shows up. So we're trying to do tomorrow. We're trying to get you some bonus content for over the weekend, maybe. But
we come back Saturday night and then he leaves Sunday morning, so maybe we could do Sunday. But like definitely next week we'll be doing 4 shows and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll be back to normal and earlier. We will not be starting the show at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
We will be hopefully starting around 8 o'clock, if not 8 o'clock on the dot.
Does this interfere with Gum Fridays, if I may ask?
How so?
Don't we?
Oh,
tape
Friday
Gum
stream,
Friday?
yeah.
We do Gum Fridays now.
Oh no, but we just do Monday through Thursday usually, right?
No,
yeah,
he's
but I'm saying, can
your,
we do Gum Friday this Friday?
Your Aunt Flo coming
this
to
Friday?
town.
No, I'm. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm on my period Friday.
Luke, if you want to fill in for Garrett this Friday, we'll do Gum Friday with me, Steve.
I can't. I'm on my period.
Or Drew. We'll let Drew do it. It's so funny.
It's my period.
It's so
Everyone's on their period. All your fucking menstrual cycles are synced.
We're synchronized.
Well, I've always left out of that
Look
kind
at
of
us.
thing. But yeah,
pussies are
so yeah,
synced.
tomorrow you're busy. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. But thank you to Drew who set all this shit up.
Honestly,
and,
an
it's
applause.
amazing, and no complaints, right? Yeah, everything worked amazing.
I have some complaints. I have 2 complaints right here. It's a little sweaty in here. I'm very hot.
Oh my God.
But other than that, beautiful setup. Everything looks awesome. I'm very happy. Thank you, Drew.
Or was it Drewdio?
Welcome to the Drewdio.
In the Drewdio.
Yeah.
I love her.
We'll see.